Vince McMahon gets desperate, placed some phone calls because he's worried like a motherfucker. We are live, man. SummerSlam 2021. Just like it always is, ended up being a SummerScam. There were things that I liked on this show. There were mostly things I hated about this show. And I don't know how you guys felt, but it seems like with every passing segment, WWE was trying to retaliate against what happened on Rampage with the debut of CM Punk. Becky Lynch is back. Brock Lesnar is back. And that's all I can pretty much say about this 4-hour colossal waste of time. We're going to go over it all, and man, there's going to be a rant on Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. What an utter disgrace. But we're live on YouTube, man. This is your SummerSlam 2021 post show right here on Off the Screen. What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on the SummerSlam 2021 post show. It is August 22nd. SummerSlam happened yesterday. It was a 4-hour show. It's midnight on the East Coast, and I'm live on YouTube. SummerSlam 2021 post show right here on Off the Script. I am JD from New York. This is the OTS venue. Oh, man, what do I say every year, bro? What do I say every single year? It's a SummerScam, and it's not a SummerSlam. I don't even know where to begin, man. I really don't. I don't want to say this was the worst SummerSlam of all time. I think I'll say this is the most desperate SummerSlam of all time. You know, for months we heard that AEW wasn't competition. Yet WWE pulls the absolute wool right out from underneath Bianca Belair. Completely buried Bianca Belair beyond any repair and any recognition tonight. I will absolutely get into that because there are a bunch. And I'm going to be calling some people out tonight, man. I'm going to be calling some people out because I don't believe how fucking stupid the community is. I don't even want to yell. I want to be very strategical in my attack. If I yell, then it gives more people ammunition to be like, oh, JD, all he does is yell and complain. All he does is yell and complain, man. I don't want to yell. There's a reason why I'm the most watched live stream in the entire IWC, man. It's because you feel my pain, I feel your pain, we all feel our pains collectively together. And there's not a lot of brains to go around in the IWC, man. So that's why you're here. So grab a cold beverage and pull up a seat at the bar, man. We're going to be talking some professional wrestling tonight. This was not the worst SummerSlam that I watched. It's the most disappointing SummerSlam. The aspects of what it could have been at Allegiant Stadium, which, by the way, WWE, I love how WWE is so blatant. They blatantly lie about how many people were in attendance. What was the attendance? 51,328, I believe it was. It's so amazing to me how WWE blatantly lies when we have actual up-to-the-minute statistics on how many tickets were sold tonight. There were only a little over 45,000 sold for Allegiant Stadium tonight, but WWE made a public announcement in the venue tonight that there was 51,328 live fans in attendance at Allegiant Stadium. I can't believe if they are lying about something so minuscule and acting so petty about that, what do you think they're going to go and be petty about as far as creative and how they treat you, the fan? It's ridiculous to me. But I don't know anything, man. What do I know? I mean, go follow WrestleTix, man. Go follow WrestleTix. Great account on Twitter. Up-to-the-minute information about everything that's going on in the world of professional wrestling. What do I know? What do they know? WWE. They needed to do something. They needed to do something in the CM Punk aftermath that was on Rampage. Now, I don't want to sit here and completely blast WWE for being desperate and for WWE to be in attack mode. Oh, they can't get one over on me, pal. You see, CM Punk, he's not a draw. Meanwhile, Pro Wrestling Tees was crashed all day. ShopAEW.com was crashed all day. CM Punk was trending #1 on Google and YouTube, even tonight during SummerSlam. He sold out the United Center without no public announcement. CM Punk is going to make that roster and that show better as far as everything is concerned each and every week. CM Punk's going to land Tony Khan a multi-million dollar deal with TNT, but he's not a draw. WWE seemed to have placed a couple of phone calls tonight. They placed a phone call to Becky Lynch, obviously. Becky Lynch, it was reported that Becky Lynch has been backstage during SmackDowns, and she was backstage at Money in the Bank. She's probably backstage with her pirate-esque husband, Seth Rollins, who came out tonight looking like Long John Silver. I wasn't sure if he was in a wrestling match with Edge or he was about to set himself on a pirate expedition. He was about to set sail to hunt for buried treasure with Seth Rollins tonight with what he was wearing. Becky Lynch was reported backstage for the better portion of a month or so. So I kind of expected Becky Lynch to be back in WWE, especially tonight with all the rumor, speculation about Miss Sasha Banks being out. Hopefully Sasha is okay and she is on her way to being healthy. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not one to sit here and throw allegations out there, but the fact that she's off TV, it may be COVID related. Who knows? She'll be back in a couple weeks and we'll pick this thing up and hopefully she gets thrusted right back into a title match that she signed the contract for, and she'll get her championship match against whomever the champion is. So, I understand Becky Lynch being on the show tonight. I understand Becky Lynch being brought back to TV tonight. WWE had no other choice. But you see, where WWE has the choice, it's either go and book something and really make it memorable and special, or go and book something that is absolutely the drizzling shits, shit on your future, and Show everybody how you just hate to build up new superstars for the future of this company. Then on the other hand, you got Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's back. It looked like he just got off the fucking plane. Looks like he's about to swing an axe and drink blood out of a fucking Viking horn. Brock Lesnar's back. Viking Brock Lesnar is back tonight. But whereas Becky Lynch I knew was about to be due back to television any day, Brock Lesnar, all we heard was rumor from WWE management, obviously reported by the dirt sheets. Everybody reported this. Everybody and their fucking mother reported this one. Brock Lesnar was going to be held off SummerSlam because WWE didn't want to book anything with Brock Lesnar where he would look weak because they wanted to book him against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now it seems like WWE is in a booking conundrum, isn't it? WWE is in a booking conundrum. I thought Brock Lesnar wasn't going to be at SummerSlam, but here he is. I thought Brock Lesnar wasn't going to be thrusted into storylines with Roman Reigns because they wanted to save it for WrestleMania. But here he is. So Brock Lesnar was readily available for SummerSlam. Why didn't we get Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship? Because that's the match everybody wanted. That's the match that would have made SummerSlam epic. That's the match that everybody would have loved to see over Bill Goldberg, who, by the way, sucks. Keep him out of a wrestling ring forever. No more. But Brock Lesnar, I thought he was supposed to be held for special circumstances because they wanted to put him in a match against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But here he is at SummerSlam. Here he is at SummerSlam. Vince McMahon picked up his iPhone, and Vince McMahon got on the call. Brock, where are you? Saskatchewan. Brock, what are you doing? Vince, I'm hunting moose. Vince, I'm about to fuck my wife after I cut this moose's head off. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I need you at SummerSlam. I need you in Vegas. I'll pay for your first round flight out of Saskatchewan, first class. I can't come, Vince. You got to pay me. You got to pay me. But I need you. Punk was on AEW. I need you. I need to surprise everybody. I'm shitting fucking bricks over here, man. I'm fucking nervous. I don't know what to do. Exactly what Vince McMahon did. Exactly what Vince McMahon did. Vince McMahon got on the phone, called Brock Lesnar, and offered him God knows how much money. Come back, come back, come back. And here we are, fast-tracking a Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar storyline because you need to get Brock Lesnar back on TV because Phil Brooks showed up on Rampage Friday night, is the most talked about thing in the fucking wrestling industry. It's going to show up on Dynamite. Going to be the most talked about thing in wrestling industry right now. And his Brock Lesnar back on WWE TV. I'm sure it's all a part of the creative plan, Vince, right? I'm sure it's a part of the creative process. Right, Bruce? Give me a fucking break. Now, I'm not going to shit on it completely. WWE, this is exactly what we want. AEW does something monumental. AEW does something historic. And then WWE counteracts and tries to make their show better. But the question is, folks, with Brock Lesnar being back, with Becky Lynch being back, is it going to resonate like CM Punk is going to resonate? Is Brock Lesnar the type of guy that you bring back to television? Is he going to make SmackDown a better show? Is the one segment he's in going to make SmackDown a better show? Is Brock Lesnar going to wrestle on SmackDown in between now and when he wrestles Roman Reigns? The answer is no, the answer is no, and the answer is no. Brock Lesnar is back because Vince placed the phone call. Brock Lesnar is back because Vince was fucking pissing his fucking pants on Friday night, and he was laying in bed with Linda, and he was contemplating what he could do to steal the thunder away from AEW. Vince called Brock Lesnar to be back in WWE because he doesn't have a fucking clue on what to do. Like I said on the podcast today, throw money at it. Maybe everything will fix itself. Let me throw money at Brock. Maybe things will be better. Let me throw money at Brock. Maybe the ratings will be better. Let me throw money at Brock. Maybe it'll take some of the thunder away from AEW with CM Punk being back in the wrestling business. That's Vince McMahon's MO. Let me throw some fucking money at it, and maybe things that I don't like will go away. Again, I want WWE to be better. I want them to start making moves like this because it shows that they actually care. In the spirit of competition, things will be better. But this is not competition, folks. AEW is not competition. This is desperation by WWE. They know they don't have anything to combat CM Punk. They know. What happens when Brock Lesnar goes away? What happens when Brock Lesnar goes away? What happens when you can't sign Brock Lesnar anymore? What happens when Brock Lesnar doesn't want to wrestle anymore? Who are you going to rely on? What happens when you're one and done with Dwayne coming up for this rumored WrestleMania match with Roman Reigns next year? Because Dwayne is done after this. There's no more in-ring competition for Dwayne Johnson. What happens when John Cena doesn't want to wrestle anymore? What happens when John Cena is old and he can't wrestle like he wrestled tonight? Who are you going to call? Who are you going to place that phone call to, Vince? You're not going to have anybody to call anymore. And all of the young talent that you neglected in the time that you wanted to throw money at all the aging legends and the superstars, they're not going to be around anymore. And the young talent that you neglected for those aging legends, they're not going to be around anymore because they have gone on to greener pastures and are now with a company that respects them and will give them the opportunity to thrive in the business that they love of professional wrestling. I'm not so much upset with Brock Lesnar being back. It's a shit move. It's a desperate move. But I find it funny how all the reports were like, well, they want to save Brock for WrestleMania and Roman. But we got Brock Lesnar on the show tonight. He's not going to be at SummerSlam. We're saving him for WrestleMania. But he was at SummerSlam tonight. So maybe he wasn't planned for SummerSlam, but Vince placed the phone call tonight. If he was always going to be at SummerSlam, why wasn't he on the card? Why wasn't he in a match with Bobby Lashley? I don't get why we got to give everybody to Roman. Why do we got to give everybody to Roman? You know, Roman's plate is now full, if you think about it. Roman went from having nobody to his entire table filled with meals that he's not going to be able to digest. Now Brock's back. When do we do that match? Inevitably, this match is happening well before WrestleMania. Otherwise, why the fuck is he back? So WWE brought Brock Lesnar back, and coincidentally, they announced a Saudi show in October. So I'm assuming that Brock is getting that easy Saudi money to go fly over there, wrestle Roman for about 15 minutes, and then fly back home, make a cool $3 million. Goodbye. So we're fast-tracking this match for a shit Saudi pay-per-view. And the reason why I say it's happening in Saudi is because WWE doesn't have a pay-per-view lined up in October. They went from SummerSlam to Extreme Rules in September. From September to October, there's no October pay-per-view because they moved Hell in a Cell to earlier in the year. So goodbye. There's no October pay-per-view. Crown Jewel is their October pay-per-view. I'm not so much upset about that. But Roman's got Brock. Roman inevitably is going to get Balor because Balor's still waiting for his championship match. They got to fix that fucking huge logic gap where John Cena signed a contract with Balor's name on it. They got to go back to that at some point. Seth Rollins wants a championship match. He wants the tribal chief. Then the rumor of Rock showing up at Survivor Series in New York City. So Roman has his plate full. Again, I'm not so much upset about Brock. In fact, I find the match kind of intriguing. But the only thing that worries me is Brock coming back to put Roman over? Does Brock want another championship run? Does WWE give us another rinse and repeat bullshit reign for Brock Lesnar? God, I would hate for Brock Lesnar to not only beat the Undertaker streak, but beat somebody that has an Undertaker-like streak in Roman Reigns. What is he now, 700 days as Universal Champion? Nobody should beat Roman Reigns. Nobody. Brock Lesnar looks like a mighty fine meal for the tribal chief, man. That dish is gonna look fucking beautiful at the head of the table as Roman sits upon his throne. Continue to feed him. Continue to build him. Continue to build him like a god. I don't give a fuck who is on the roster. Feed them to Roman. I don't care if WWE, in your eyes, has nobody to legitimately stand in front of the tribal chief to beat him for the Universal Championship. So what? That's WWE's fault. That's WWE's problem. It's not my fucking problem. The way I see it now, Roman shouldn't lose, period. Lesnar, Cena, Edge, Bryan, Dwayne, they all fall to the tribal chief. You worry about building somebody else up in the meantime that could legitimately stand in the ring with Roman Reigns and beat him for the Universal Championship that you plan to use as the next face of the company. You better get started now because you're running out of time very quickly. So the match more than likely will be in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel. Becky Lynch. You know, I've been on this Becky Lynch anti-campaign. Not because I'm not a fan of the men, but what I find very disheartening is how stupid people are. You know, they think Becky Lynch coming back is going to help the women's division. They think Becky Lynch being back is going to miraculously fix all of the women's division problems. WWE doesn't give a fuck about women's wrestling. They don't. If they did, the divisions on both shows wouldn't be as miserable as they are. I don't have a problem with Becky Lynch. In fact, I actually quite enjoy Becky Lynch and her work. I think Becky Lynch is genuine. I think Becky Lynch is a sweetheart. I think Becky Lynch is somebody that deserves everything that she's worked hard for. Okay? I love all the horsewomen, minus Charlotte Flair. But what I don't like is what happened tonight. WWE falsely advertised Sasha Banks for 2 weeks. Now, I don't know what's happening with Sasha Banks. None of my concern. None of your concern. I'm going to assume that it is precautionary reasons because of COVID. I don't know what else it could be. She didn't wrestle a match. She didn't get injured. She was back. Got a championship match. Got to headline SummerSlam in a major rematch from WrestleMania. And this match was going to be one of the matches that I was looking forward to most because of the great match that they had at WrestleMania. WWE continued to false advertise Sasha Banks on SmackDown, and then again tonight on the pre-show. And then they even gave us a video package right up to the point, right before Bianca Belair came out to start this match and defend the SmackDown Women's Championship. They took it to the fucking 1-yard line. And they promoted this thing up until the very end, until they had Greg Hamilton get on the microphone before Sasha Banks was about to come out to inform everybody that Sasha Banks is not medically cleared to compete tonight. She is not in this match. How fucking pathetic is WWE? How pathetic is WWE to continue to advertise this match? I don't see what the reason was when this building was a near sellout, number one. Number two, what you did caused a downward spiral for everything that happened in this match on this night with the SmackDown Women's Championship. WWE, all they had to do was come out and say something. Give us a little piece of information about why this is happening and why Sasha is not there. You don't have to go into detail, but WWE should have done the responsible thing and let everybody know what was going on instead of falsely advertising something that was on SmackDown, on the pre-show, and then right up until she was about to make her entrance, video package included. Mistake number one. Mistake number two is that they sent Carmella out there to troll the fucking fans. Nobody wants to see Carmella. Nobody gives a fuck about Carmella. Nobody wants to see her in the ring with Bianca Belair after we've seen it for the last fucking month and a half. Not even deserving of a fucking championship match, let alone a spot on this fucking show. So they sent Carmella out there, trolls the fans. Everybody thinks we're getting Carmella versus Bianca Belair. Bianca got on the microphone. As soon as she was about to say something about beating up Carmella and taking it out on Carmella, that Sasha Banks is going to get what's coming to her very soon. Right after that, Becky Lynch's music hits, and the crowd goes crazy. Not as crazy as CM Punk in Chicago, but it was crazy. She comes out, and she gets to the ring. She's elated, she's celebrating, she's high-fiving fans, she's hugging fans, she's happy to be back. She looks fantastic, by the way. She looks absolutely fantastic. She gets in the ring. She stands around for a bit. She knocks Carmella out, tosses her out of the ring, and almost disposes her like yesterday's fucking garbage. What I don't understand is why you would send Carmella out there to troll the fans, disappointing everybody, and then dispose of Carmella in the way that you did. You know, I'm not a fan of Carmella, but I will say Carmella deserves a lot better than being treated like yesterday's fucking garbage to be used as a foundation to get this match that shouldn't even be happening on this show. So sucks to be Carmella. Number two, why did we need Becky Lynch in this match tonight? You could have saved Becky Lynch for a little bit more of an important circumstance. I don't even think Becky Lynch is needed on SmackDown. I thought her use would be better on Monday Night Raw. But WWE needed, and I understand this, WWE needed somebody on the equal level of Sasha Banks that was going to bring this crowd to the point that it was tonight to wrestle Bianca Belair. That was my line of thinking. If Sasha Banks is being pulled, you can't put her in a situation where it's Carmella versus Bianca Belair. You can't do a Liv Morgan versus a Bianca Belair. You can't do a Zelina Vega versus a Bianca Belair. This is partially WWE's fault. They don't have anybody outside of Sasha Banks for this match because they don't give a fuck about building anybody up on the roster. Nobody has any momentum. Nobody has any consistency. Nobody has any wins to show for it. Nobody has any deserving title shot coming to them. So it's their fucking fault. Number one. And with Becky Lynch being back, it's the only right move because there's nobody else on that roster that's going to be on an equal plane to Sasha Banks. Now, like I said, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch, yeah, it's a match I'd love to see. But it's not the match we needed tonight. You could have given anybody to Bianca Belair tonight. Anybody. As long as the people got a great fucking match. Doesn't Asuka live in Las Vegas? You called Asuka to wrestle during the entire fucking pandemic. Doesn't Asuka live in Las Vegas? You couldn't call Asuka to come and wrestle Bianca Belair? You couldn't do that? That would have been a great match. Let people know what's going on. Where's Sasha Banks? Why she's not there? Asuka's in as a temporary replacement until Sasha Banks gets back healthy. Why did it need to be Becky Lynch? Like I said, let me backtrack a little bit. Becky Lynch isn't even needed on SmackDown. Look at SmackDown's women's division. Now, it's not being used properly, but look at the amount of talent on the SmackDown women's division. Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, Bayley, who's out injured right now, but she's still a part of that roster for now. Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Tegan Nox, Shotzi Blackheart, Toni Storm, Liv Morgan, who's not being used. And now you got Becky Lynch? I'm not even counting Carmella and Zelina Vega because, I mean, they're two fucking losers. But I'm going to add Carmella in here because I actually feel bad for her tonight. And she's not that bad. A little cringe with this fucking most beautiful woman in WWE bullshit, but she got shafted tonight. They have a decent fucking division that I could almost say looks like a division on SmackDown. But why does Becky Lynch need to be on SmackDown when Monday Night Raw's division is absolutely fucking hideous to look at? Look at that division and tell me that that division doesn't need to be taking off fucking life support right now. You need to inject some life in that division, and Becky Lynch would have been perfect. Not only for the division, but Monday Night Raw that is sorely lacking in the fucking excitement department. So Becky Lynch is back, and we get a Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Great. Great. I was expecting a 15 to 20 minute fucking great classic women's match that really personified the women's revolution. A match that would really make Sasha proud being at home. I'm glad that Becky is there. She did exactly what I would have done in that moment. Give Bianca one hell of a wrestling match. Sasha would have sat at home and she would have been okay with everything. And all she needed to do was just get better and get back on the road and get back to WWE and continue with what she was doing with Bianca Belair. It would have made Sasha sitting at home wherever she is a little bit more at ease. WWE completely fucked everything up as far as what they did in everything coming out of WrestleMania. Becky Lynch beat Bianca Belair in legitimately 6 fucking seconds tonight to be crowned the new SmackDown Women's Champion. An absolutely fucking pitiful, utterly disgraceful display of creative. I've never been more fucking disappointed. It was this part of the show. It was this part of the show that legitimately took me out of it until Seth Rollins and Edge were in that ring giving us a great wrestling match. And not even those guys could have really snapped me out of it. Becky Lynch comes back. She does absolutely nothing to get a SmackDown Championship match. Nothing. She gave up the Raw Women's Championship. What does she have to do with the SmackDown Women's Championship? I would love to know, number one. Didn't she give up the Raw Women's Championship? Why is she on SmackDown challenging Bianca Belair, of all women? She has nothing to do with the SmackDown Women's Championship. She didn't compete on SmackDown. She didn't beat anybody on SmackDown. She has nothing to do with the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bianca Belair main evented WrestleMania. You took Bianca Belair from the Royal Rumble, winning the Royal Rumble, positioning her as the next big face of this women's revolution. You put her in a program at WrestleMania with the best female wrestler on the fucking roster. And they main evented WrestleMania. Let me repeat that. They didn't perform at WrestleMania. They main evented WrestleMania. You put Sasha Banks over on the biggest stage that professional wrestlers dream about being on. And she won the SmackDown Women's Championship, beating the best women's wrestler in the locker room on the main roster. Bianca Belair, you did nothing with her for this title reign. She wrestled Carmella every fucking week. She wrestled Zelina Vega. She did nothing as far as anything with the title outside of a couple of good matches with Bayley. That was it. And then Sasha Banks is disappeared for 4 months. She comes back. WWE wants to run the match again with barely any storyline going into SummerSlam. They're running it back because they had such a great match at WrestleMania. How could the fans hate it if they loved it so much at WrestleMania? Let's run it back. There's no effort involved at all. Just run it back. So you do all that with Bianca Belair winning the Royal Rumble, main eventing and winning in the main event of WrestleMania, beating Sasha Banks for Bianca Belair to get to SummerSlam to lose in 6 fucking seconds to Becky Lynch. 6 seconds. If you don't find the wrong in that, I think you should stop watching the fucking sport. I got people telling me, this is the right move. This is the right move. Becky Lynch is going to sell tickets when WWE's got to go back on the road. Fuck selling the goddamn tickets. I'm tired. I'm tired of your old school mentality. I'm tired. When does the future of the company get an opportunity to fucking stand on their own and say, hey, it's our time now? All this did was show WWE will never change their fucking ways. All this did was show WWE will never build up anybody that is new, youthful, vibrant, and fresh. And all this did was show everybody how WWE has disregarded the most important fucking shows that they put on all year. Royal Rumble, wasted. WrestleMania main event, wasted. How? She lost in 6 fucking seconds. Bianca Belair is absolutely fucking buried beyond repair. I don't want to hear a fucking word from anybody. You wasted every single fucking piece of effort you put into that woman for 6 fucking seconds. 6 seconds. 6 seconds. What a joke. I want you guys to go back and look at what happened to Kofi Kingston. Did Kofi Kingston ever fucking recover from losing to Brock Lesnar in 7 seconds on SmackDown? No. All it showed was Bianca Belair can hang. She's not elite. She lost in 6 seconds clean. Then I got people online. I got fucking Polana, whatever the fuck his name in productions. He's like, oh, well, give it a chance. Give it a chance. I think people, they're jumping the gun. Everybody complaining online. Everybody complaining online. Why? Because WWE took a fucking huge dump on their fucking future. That's why. Let it play out. Let it play out, man. Let what play out? Do you understand the track record that we have to go on? Let it play out. I'm sorry, you fucking half-witted moron. I'm sorry, let it play out. I'm still waiting for it to play out as far as Charlotte Flair taking the NXT Women's Championship off of Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania last year. How did that play out? Rhea Ripley was buried, never to recover. She went to NXT as the champion, did the fucking android, and what did she do? She not only killed the fucking division, when she lost the goddamn fucking title, she didn't even put over Rhea Ripley. She had Io Shirai pin her! Or she pinned Rhea Ripley. Charlotte didn't even factor into the fucking division, into the goddamn title loss. So please, I'm still waiting on how that's a long-term plan for Rhea Ripley. Lost the title at WrestleMania in a great match. Charlotte goes to NXT, kills the fucking division. When Charlotte finally drops the title, she didn't drop it to Rhea Ripley. Io Shirai pinned Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte gets away scot-free as she's escaping a fucking bank robbery in New York City. I'm sorry. I'm still waiting on the fucking let it play out for Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss stealing Bray Wyatt's fucking gimmick. I'm waiting for that to fucking play out. How the fuck can it play out? They fired Bray Wyatt, yet Alexa Bliss is still on TV doing the fucking hurt and heel gimmick, fucking playing with dolls, shooting fireballs, magic. I'm still waiting for that to play out. Still waiting for it to play out. I got a fucking Funhouse segment every fucking week. He's not there anymore. Now they got Alexa's Playground. And Alexa's Playground, which is nothing more than a mere extension of the Firefly Funhouse. I'm still waiting for it to play out. Where's the fucking end game? Where's the end game? You will never be as smart as me, okay? I'm not afraid to call anybody out. I'm not afraid to fucking shoot the shit, man. I'm not. Still waiting for things to play out because WWE has a great track record, man. Why is everybody so trusting of WWE, huh? Why is everybody so fucking trusting of WWE? Because they never let you down before, right? They never let you down before, right? And I'm sure there are other examples. I'm sure there are other examples that I'm clearly forgetting, but those are the two that really just stand out in recent memory. Another thing. You know, Becky Lynch is the man, right? Becky Lynch is the man. I'm pretty sure Becky Lynch, just like Roman Reigns, and just like everybody else that's held in very high regard in WWE, Becky Lynch could probably fucking commit murder. She could probably commit murder and nobody will fucking bat an eyelash. What I want to know, and I wish, I got 5,000 in here, man. I got 5,000 on the fucking, I know somebody in WWE's watching me. I know it. I need somebody to reach out to me. And I need somebody to tell me, Becky Lynch can do and say whatever she wants. When they brought this to her attention, you mean to tell me that Becky Lynch okayed this situation? Becky Lynch okayed this situation? Vince, I'm back. What do you got for me? Becky, you look great. You look like a really hot MILF. You look fantastic. It don't even look like you had a kid. What we got for you tonight, we're gonna have you go over Bianca in 6 seconds. Sasha can't make it. I can't really explain why, but you're gonna go over Bianca in 6 seconds. Vince, this doesn't make sense. I'm not here to take the spotlight away from the youth on the SmackDown side of the women's division. I think I should come back, get my moment, and we'll reconfigure plans a little bit later on down the road. I just want to be out there in front of the 5 or the 50,000 fans that are in attendance. But I got this for you, Becky. You got to win the title. I don't want to hear any backlip from you, or I'm going to go tell Seth Rollins that you've been a bad mommy. Whatever the case may be. Becky Lynch listens to these creative plans and says, this is a good idea. Becky Lynch herself thought this was a good idea to bury Bianca Belair in 6 seconds. That woman can do and say whatever the fuck she wants. She didn't have a fucking mouth in that moment. This is like Seth Rollins and fucking Bray Wyatt inside Hell in a Cell. Nobody came to Vince McMahon and said, Vince, the ending inside this type of match doesn't make any sense. Can we try and do something different here? Because the way things are going, you're going to make him a babyface, you're going to make me a heel, and I don't think people are going to be too pleased with a fucking non-decision in a goddamn Hell in a Cell match or a disqualification inside a Hell in a Cell match. Things are not going to turn out well for me. Becky Lynch didn't say anything in regards to this being a terrible, a miserable, awful idea. Now, is Becky Lynch like Bill Goldberg? Because I remember Becky Lynch very much back during WrestleMania when she wrestled Shayna Baszler. I think it was about the time where she was about to announce her pregnancy, or she was in the beginning stage, very early weeks of pregnancy, but she wrestled WrestleMania anyway. She said, Vince, I think it should be me putting over Shayna Baszler. So you mean to tell me that Becky Lynch wanted to put over Shayna Baszler in that moment? Vince said no, but Becky Lynch is back now, and she's okay with beating Bianca Belair in 6 seconds. She didn't speak up about beating Bianca Belair in 6 fucking seconds. I got people on fucking social media, this fucking Polana Productions motherfucker. He's like, oh, well, let's see it play out. Bianca Belair wasn't ready. She was unprepared. Oh, Bianca Belair could go heel. Oh, Becky Lynch can go heel. Motherfucker. Bianca Belair was built up as a babyface for all of these months. You want to now just want to flip the script and turn her heel? What she was doing the last couple weeks on SmackDown was the best work that she's done on the main roster. Why would you want to just take that and completely go and deviate to the opposite side of the spectrum? Number two, she wasn't ready. Looked like she was ready to me when she was bouncing up and down like fucking Brock Lesnar. She wasn't fucking ready. She asked for the fucking match. She wasn't ready. She agreed to the match. She wasn't ready. Becky Lynch should have said something. Clearly she didn't. Clearly she doesn't give a fuck. She doesn't give a shit. Now, there's nobody that could stand by this and think it's okay. If you are, you're a Polana Productions. Number one. Number two, there are definite ways to go about this. Number one, don't have the fucking match. Cancel the fucking match and do it at a later date. Number two, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair could have had a 15 to 20 minute great match. Get Becky Lynch on SummerSlam. Give Bianca a match against Becky Lynch. Great match. Have her lose in a competitive fashion. Then the not ready, not prepared, not watching the videotape discussion could be a little bit more viable. Or here's a fucking lesson for you. How about we just do a triple threat match? Bianca Belair, Carmella, even though she doesn't make any sense being there, and Becky Lynch, instead of treating Bianca Belair like a fucking steaming pile of garbage and throwing her out of the ring as if she's irrelevant in the situation. Why not do a triple threat match? Bianca Belair versus Carmella versus Becky Lynch. And how about you beat Carmella and have Bianca pin Carmella and become the SmackDown Women's Champion if that's what you wanted to do? But WWE did none of any of that. They opted to bury Bianca. They opted to bury the future. And they opted to pull a card and get everybody talking because CM Punk debuted on AEW Friday, and that's the one way that they were going to get people talking. A wrestling match wasn't going to get people talking. So not only did you kill Bianca Belair, you really soured Becky Lynch's return because anybody and everybody is talking about how you fucking buried Bianca Belair. They're not talking about Becky Lynch coming back. They're talking about the fucking terrible creative, the utterly disgusting creative in Bianca Belair's regards. All you did was try and pop a fucking social media algorithm fucking spurt for WWE. That's all you wanted to do. You wanted so desperately to try to steal AEW's thunder, and you fucking buried one of your future women on the roster for it. There is absolutely nothing I said here. Nothing that I said here that anybody listening to me can fucking refute. This is shit creative. This is a fucking absolute negligence beyond anything I've seen of talent. And I got people now telling me Bianca sucks. Good for Bianca. She wasn't good anyway. Whose fault is that? Nothing she did was good because none of the stories that she was given was good. WWE stifled her growth. WWE tried to change her character into something that it should have never been. And WWE gave her Carmella every fucking week. No, but Bianca Belair sucks now because Becky Lynch is back. WWE fans are the most brain-dead fucking inept people that you could possibly ever run into. The tale of two different fucking stories. Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch. Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch. The other thing that happened tonight, this SummerSlam was not good. This SummerSlam was not a good show at all. Bill Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. Bill Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. This match should have never happened. Bill Goldberg should have never been in the WWE, should have never been back in the WWE. WWE announced Allegiant Stadium, and the tickets went on sale. Not one match was announced. WWE had a near sellout instantly for this show, but then they started booking Roman Reigns versus John Cena, and then Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley, when tickets, the majority of them had already been sold. Had people coming to me saying this is a money match. Had people coming to me saying this is a big dream match and so and whatever the case may be. WWE booked Bobby Lashley versus Bill Goldberg for the WWE title based off of Bill Goldberg now kind of nurturing his son Gage. He wanted to have Gage in attendance the first time around when he won the Universal Championship because he wanted his son to see him wrestle. His son never saw him wrestle. Now he wants to see who his father, now he wants his son to see who his father really is. Bill Goldberg. And how strong of a father figure he is to Gage. Bill Goldberg comes back. I'm next. You're next for what? A piece of cheesecake and catering? The last serving of green beans in Titus Catering? The last Diet Coke that's sitting in the ice bin and catering? Well, what are you next for? Certainly not a WWE Championship. Guy comes back, it's a WWE Championship for merely asking. I wish I could ask for a WWE Championship. I wish I could ask for anything. $1 million, free coffee at Dunkin' Donuts every fucking week. Front row seats to this fucking shit show so I could speak the way I do to everybody there, front row, in person. WWE has Goldberg come back, undeservingly, getting a title shot against Bobby Lashley. Guy's been off TV since January. He fought Drew McIntyre at Royal Rumble, lost in 4 minutes, disappears. He comes back and gets a title match at SummerSlam. I ranted and raved and complained and kind of really broke it down about why he didn't make sense here. He never does. He sucks. This wasn't good for Bobby Lashley. This wasn't really necessary for Bill Goldberg. WWE didn't need Bill Goldberg on SummerSlam's card. What good did this do Bobby Lashley announcing this match? Bobby Lashley's already the WWE champion. He destroyed Kofi Kingston in 7 minutes at Money in the Bank. Bobby Lashley has been a dominating fucking savage for the better part of a year. He won the WWE title in dominating fashion. He led the most popular group on Monday Night Raw in the Hurt Business, and he's led by MVP, who has made him a great heel act. But Bobby Lashley beat Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania in defense of that WWE Championship. The same Drew McIntyre that beat Goldberg at the Royal Rumble. So why does Bobby Lashley need to beat Goldberg when Drew McIntyre beat Goldberg and Bobby Lashley beat the guy that beat Goldberg? I don't know why any of that really is necessary. It doesn't make sense to me. Why run something back if we all know it's not good or beneficial to him? What good is beating a 50-year-old Goldberg when Drew McIntyre took care of the guy clean, the guy that beat Goldberg in January? It's like Drew McIntyre absorbed Goldberg's power. And Drew McIntyre took that into WrestleMania. And Bobby Lashley beat Drew McIntyre. The match didn't need to be. Oh, it's a money match. Oh, it's a big-time match. No, it's not. What money match? Goldberg didn't draw a fucking dime. Nobody came out to watch Bill Goldberg. Goldberg was barely on the fucking shows. Nobody was watching this show because of Bill Goldberg. The ratings suffered immensely, like they usually do on Monday night, so he was never a factor for the ratings. So what exactly was Goldberg back for if he did nothing to help the show in the long term? He didn't sell tickets. He didn't draw any excitement. Shit match. Shit show. Ratings were in the fucking toilet. So what exactly was he back for? I don't know. So we get to the match. We get to the match tonight. And all of a sudden, we start to get a methodical match. Collar and elbow tie-up. Shoulder tackles. They're trying to outpower one another. I'm like, whoa. Are they really trying to make Goldberg fucking wrestle here? And then all of a sudden, we see Bill Goldberg in typical Bill Goldberg fashion. I don't know why this guy is in a wrestling ring. This guy is fucking horrendous. I don't give a fuck who I piss off. Goldberg sucks. He sucked then. He sucks now. Now he's just older. Now he can't move. Now his cardio is shit. So you add all that up, and he's much worse than anybody could ever imagine. This guy was slamming Bobby Lashley down. I thought he was going to fucking kill him. He don't even know how to execute a goddamn fucking body slam correctly. A power slam correctly. This guy threw Bobby Lashley off the top rope. Bobby Lashley almost landed on his fucking neck. He almost killed Bobby Lashley by tossing him over the top rope. MVP then takes his cane and nails Bill Goldberg in the leg. Goldberg forgot to sell it. He was like, what's that? What is that, a fly on my leg? Oh, it's MVP with the next spot. Oh, yeah, I got to sell. Selling the leg. It's like he swatted Goldberg's leg. There was about a 1 second hesitation, and then he sold the leg. This guy can't do anything correctly. Yeah, I'm supposed to believe this guy deserves a WWE Championship match in one of the co-main events of SummerSlam, right? So Bobby Lashley's working on his leg. Bobby Lashley's tearing at his leg. All of a sudden, the referee stops the match. Goldberg is on the floor, and the referee stops the match. Bobby Lashley looked at the referee. I don't know if this was the actual plan or not. Bobby Lashley looked at the referee, and he had this, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me face going on? So the referee called for the bell. And I'm sitting there with my arms crossed, and I'm watching this. I pick up my phone, LMAO on Twitter. I thought this was a money match, said the Marks. What money match? Your money match? You were better off giving me the money. You were better off giving me the fucking money that this so-called money match drew. This was a complete waste of everybody's fucking time. How dare you fucking put this shit on SummerSlam, number one. Number two, how dare you give us a fucking ending with this shit being on SummerSlam like this? Then you want to know why WWE gets shit on. What a fucking nightmare. So they stop the match. Gage comes in, he jumps on Bobby Lashley's back. Bobby Lashley puts him in the hurt lock. He didn't know it was Gage. Gage was knocked out in the middle of the ring. Bill Goldberg selling his fucking leg after he fucking hesitated the goddamn cane shot. Bobby Lashley took a steel chair to his leg, bashing him with the steel chair over the knee. Now, I don't know if he was legitimately hurt or not. I don't know if this was the planned outcome. But you got Goldberg and his son Gage laying in the middle of the ring. And then Goldberg sees his son. He crawls over. Bobby Lashley is standing there. MVP is a little miffed by all this. He's a little taken aback. He didn't expect Bobby Lashley to do that. He came up with an excuse. Well, I don't know how Bobby Lashley could know that was Gage. It could have been anybody. He wasn't looking. He got jumped from behind. So Goldberg went to go cover Gage, protecting him like a lion protecting his cub. Goldberg says, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Bobby Lashley walks backwards up the aisle, holding the WWE title up in the air, and that's the way the match goes off the air. That's your WWE Championship match that everybody in the community said it was a money match. Meanwhile, Goldberg nearly killed Bobby Lashley on 4 different fucking occasions. Bill Goldberg looks like shit. Bill Goldberg can't move around in the ring like everybody says he can. And the worst part of it all, folks, the worst part of it all is that Bill Goldberg was a heel. Bill Goldberg was a heel, and Bobby Lashley, the heel, was the babyface in Las Vegas. Why is that? I guess there's 46,000 people that are siding with my stance on this match. It was a waste of fucking time. An absolute waste of time. And additionally, for the cherry on top of this absolute diarrhea Sunday, is they left it open-ended. We may be getting more of this on Monday Night Raw tomorrow. We may be getting more of this going into Saudi Arabia. Bill Goldberg might have signed on for yet another match because the way that they left it, it looks like Bill Goldberg's going to get his fucking revenge against Bobby Lashley. Great. Great. The feud that didn't draw a fucking dime. The feud that didn't draw a goddamn rating on Monday night. Now we got to be stuck with it for the next 2 months. Whether it happens at Extreme Rules or whether it happens at Saudi Arabia Crown Jewel, I don't give a flying fuck about Bill Goldberg. Fuck Bill Goldberg. Fuck Bill Goldberg. Fuck Bill Goldberg. An absolute waste of everybody's time. How dare you look at the fucking annals of SummerSlam history and the great championship matches that we got in the history of this great event, and you look at this and say, that was damn good. There's nobody looking me dead in the eye right now that is looking at what happened tonight and saying, yeah, man, that was great. I can't wait for the next match. There's no fucking way you can tell me that putting Big E in that match, having Big E cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase instead of running around with fucking Baron Corbin with ketchup on his fucking shirt, having him steal the goddamn briefcase, there's no way you can tell me that Big E showing up on the Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank, confronting Bobby Lashley after what he did to Xavier, after what he did to Kofi, cashing it in like a fucking true babyface, feuding with Bobby Lashley, and winning the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. There's no way you could tell me that is not the ideal situation for SummerSlam. If you weren't going to give me Brock Lesnar, then Big E should have been the absolute one to go to Monday Night Raw, reform the New Day, and win the WWE Championship, shutting up Bobby Lashley, who beat the fuck out of his friends. No, but this was the better choice. But this was the better fucking option. Right? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Look at what I've just went over in this 1 hour and 12 minutes I've been live. Look at what we witnessed tonight. How can anybody look at this and not have a fucking problem? It's unbelievable to me. You got Bill Goldberg nearly killing Bobby Lashley, shit main event. You got Brock Lesnar coming back in a desperation phone call from Vince McMahon. And you got Becky Lynch squashing, burying, killing Bianca Belair in 6 seconds. I want to see everybody continue to tell me I'm on Tony Khan's payroll. I want everybody to continue to troll me and tell me, oh, JD is just as bad as Meltzer. JD is just as bad as Sapp. JD is just as bad as Alvarez. JD is on Tony Khan's payroll. Let me tell you something, man. Me and TK, I know TK knows what I'm doing. I know that for a fact. There's no fucking way with the power of what we did this weekend. There's no fucking way he doesn't know. Tony Khan, I want you guys to look at this WWE problem with Becky Lynch. I want you to look at the situation tonight with Bianca Belair. There is absolutely no conceivable way you could look at AEW and look at Tony Khan and think he would do exactly what Vince McMahon did to Bianca Belair. If Tony Khan had Bianca Belair on his roster, he would absolutely never in 1,000 lifetimes book Bianca Belair the way that Vince McMahon booked Bianca Belair tonight. That would be like Tony Khan booking Jungle Boy to be squashed in 6 seconds. That would be like Tony Khan booking Darby Allin to be squashed in 6 seconds. That would be like Tony Khan squashing Sammy Guevara in 6 seconds. That would be like Tony Khan squashing MJF in 6 seconds. All for the mere pop because he was scared about what his rival competition was doing and we need to set some buzz around the community. Tony Khan would never, in 1,000 fucking lifetimes, do what he did tonight with Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. We're going to get into the rest of the show, guys. We got to go over some of the other matches. That's pretty much what I got as far as those 3 matches. We got John Cena and Roman Reigns to talk about. We got a tag team title match to talk about with the Usos and the Mysterios. We got a tag team title match with Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, AJ Styles and Omos. And we got Charlotte Flair, Nikki Trash, and Rhea Ripley to talk about as well. We're going to get into that, but I want to thank you guys very much for joining me on the podcast, man. We got 5,000 people in the chat. After Friday night, man, you know, I had 5,700 in here, and I appreciate every single one of you, man. I really do. The podcast has absolutely exploded, man. I don't know how to handle it. I can't sleep at night knowing that we're fucking setting records here tonight. We're setting records on Friday. This is the largest WWE crowd that I have for a pay-per-view in the history of this podcast. I want to thank you guys for that, man. I want to thank each and every fucking one of you. Hit that thumbs up. We got 1,700 likes right now. I need 2,000 easy before we get out of here. Super chats are open. Get them in. Get them in. We're doing a giveaway tonight, man. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let me turn on my OBS. I want to see if I can see this through my OBS. We got a tipple glass. We got a beer glass, man. It's a tipple glass We got old school WWF insignia on this tipple glass, man. If you guys want this, all you got to do is super chat tonight. Any amount to super chat. You're going to be instantly enrolled in a raffle. And tomorrow on NXT, during TakeOver, live here tonight, or live, I guess tonight now, yes, really, it's 1:30 in the morning. Live tonight for TakeOver 36, during the live stream of my post show, we're going to be giving this away, man. We're going to be holding a raffle right at the top of the NXT TakeOver 36 post show, man. So all super chats, what I like to call it is, go buy a beverage at the bar, man. Beverages at the bar are super chats. So go super chat, and you guys are automatically entered in getting this tipple glass, and it's beautiful, man. It really is beautiful. I had the opportunity to get 2 of them. They were very rare to come by, and I want to gift you one of you guys a tipple glass, so make sure you are getting those super chats in. Make sure you follow me on social media, at JD from NY206. That is Twitter and Instagram. Thank you to all the new people following the stream, man. Twitter was blowing up tonight. Twitter was blowing up on Friday night for Punk. Thank you guys so very much. Social media is where it's at. JD from NY206 on Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Go check out everything else you might have missed on the channel. I was actually live earlier this afternoon, man, for episode 387 of Off the Script. I was nearly about to pass out, man. Honestly. I don't know how I'm going right now. I have been all over the place, man. 4 hours almost on Friday. 3 hours this afternoon. We're going to go 2.5 hours tonight. We got TakeOver tomorrow. It's crazy. Crazy. 3.5 hours of Off the Script earlier this afternoon. Go and check that out, including SmackDown and Rampage on Friday, AEW Dynamite on Wednesday, Monday Night Raw on Monday. We'll be back live tomorrow, and Monday for Raw. Craziness. Absolutely craziness, man. I appreciate every single one of you. And today's show is sponsored by Homage. Homage.com. That's HOMAGE.com. If you guys use the link down in the description, at the bottom of the description page, you guys will see the link. You guys can save 20% off by using code SCRIPT. If you guys love retro t-shirts, if you guys love vintage t-shirts, Homage is the best place for it, man. The quality is fantastic. That is homage.com. Use code SCRIPT at checkout to save 20% off. AJ Styles and Omos defended the Raw Tag Team Championships against RK Bro. And we have new Raw Tag Team Champions, man. RK Bro in about 7 minutes, which I was a little confused by. I was honestly a little confused by, man. We got new tag team champions, and it didn't go very long at all. Orton gave Styles a draping DDT, set up for an RKO. Omos pulled Styles out of the ring. Riddle tried going after Omos, but Omos caught him and slammed him on the ring apron with a chokeslam. Riddle managed to push Omos into the post, but Styles took out Riddle with a reverse DDT on the outside, which looked awesome. Backflip to the outside into a reverse DDT. At 44 years old, the fact that AJ Styles is doing that flawlessly is amazing. Styles and Orton had a brief exchange in the middle of the ring. Orton hit an RKO, and that was it. 7 minutes for the Raw Tag Team Championship, man. I don't know if you guys felt the same way that I did, but this match, it felt like it did not even get going. It's like they were in first gear and they never got an opportunity to go into the second and third gear. It ended before it even started. Not really what I look at when I think of Raw Tag Team Championships, but WWE doesn't give a shit about the Raw Tag Team titles, especially in this case, because it's all about Randy Orton and Matt Riddle winning it. They've been the brightest spot, the only spot on Monday Night Raw, and now it's all about them. They're finally tag team champions. After Randy Orton and Matt Riddle were a tag team, Orton went away. Matt Riddle suffered without him. Orton came back. Orton RKO'd him. Orton showed him some tough love. Matt Riddle did not care that Orton was being a prick and Orton was being the Viper. He wanted to be his friend. He wanted to be his bro. He wanted to be aligned with Randy Orton. Randy Orton said, you know what? After all that I've done and said to you, and you still want to stand here in front of me and be Matt Riddle, you've earned my respect, kid. Now they won the tag team championships. Now it's all about Matt Riddle and Randy Orton. Who they defend against, I don't know. We'll probably see a fucking rematch tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. Being that this match went 7 minutes, I could absolutely see this being a rematch on Monday Night Raw. Where they go from here, I don't know. There are no other legitimate tag teams on Monday Night Raw for Randy Orton and Matt Riddle to defend those titles against. That's the problem. But this entire storyline exists to get Matt Riddle to the next level. If that is not on your list of priorities to do with this storyline, then I don't know if you should be in the wrestling business. I don't. You guys need to understand that you need to start building new stars. If Matt Riddle is not coming out of this as the next logical contender for the WWE Championship, I don't know what we are doing. Because they're eventually going to lose these tag team championships. Randy Orton is eventually going to turn on Matt Riddle, and Matt Riddle needs to beat Randy Orton. And at that point, a new star is made. Maybe Matt Riddle wins the Royal Rumble. Maybe Matt Riddle takes down Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. I don't know. But this match felt like it never really got going in the first place. And I think the team of AJ and Omos is done. I'm tired of having Omos being paired with AJ. I'm tired of AJ putting over Omos and making him look like $1 million. AJ needs to be in the WWE Championship contention. He needs to be at the top of the card. No longer are you to be sticking AJ Styles in a fucking random tag team. Give me a break. Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. This match went longer than Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. I just want to make that very well known as well. There was a brief "We Want Wyatt" chant, which I barely heard. I don't know what the sound was during this show. There was 46,000 people during this show tonight, and this was the quietest 46,000 people that I've heard in my lifetime. Now, I don't know why that is. I don't know if it was the just ambiance of the stadium. I don't know if it was WWE turning down the microphones just to prevent Bray Wyatt chants and AEW chants and CM Punk chants. I don't know. But this was the quietest 46,000 fucking people that I've ever heard on pay-per-view. But WWE considers the fans the lifeblood of the audience, the lifeblood of the WWE universe, right? Meanwhile, they do everything to suppress us. They do everything to suppress our voice. Meanwhile, you go to AEW, you go watch Rampage. I want to see AEW ever silence their fucking fans, man. When you watch an AEW show, those are genuine fucking fans. That's genuine emotion. They would never suppress or silence or alter their fan base. But WWE has absolutely no problem doing that because they don't respect you and I. They don't. They want what they want, and if they don't get what they want, if they don't get the audience reaction that they want, then they go and manipulate it. This was the quietest 46,000 people that I've ever seen in my entire life. Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie, folks. Eva Marie was on SummerSlam. Eva Marie was on a SummerSlam card. Meanwhile, Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, Apollo Crews, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Tony Storm, Tegan Knox, Shotzi Blackheart, Finn Balor. None of them had SummerSlam matches. But here we are with Eva Marie having a SummerSlam match. Where does WWE's priority lie? They buried Bianca Belair in 6 seconds, and Eva Marie was on SummerSlam. That's what they think is women's wrestling. Eva Marie, Alexa Bliss, creepy dolls. That's their version of women's wrestling. Eva Marie went after the doll. First of all, I don't know if you guys were paying attention. I was, just because I wanted to laugh. Eva Marie, she can't even do a collar and elbow tie-up correctly. Eva Marie can't run the ropes correctly. Eva Marie ran into the turnbuckle several times, and she couldn't even do that right. She, at one point, was tripped up, and she couldn't even trip up correctly. At one point, she tried to escape the ring, and she almost tripped over herself in the beginning of this match. Yet Finn Balor is not on the SummerSlam card. Just want you guys to be well aware of that. So she goes after the doll. She grabs the doll and she picks up the doll from the corner turnbuckle and she starts slapping the doll around. And the commentators are selling this as, oh my God, how is she going to sleep at night? Oh my God, what is wrong with her? How is she not afraid? So Eva Marie got a near fall after Bliss missed a twisted Bliss. Bliss followed with a DDT, and that was pretty much it after 4 minutes. So Doudrop was on the outside, and she goes over to the commentary table. Eva Marie is contemplating how she could have lost this match. I'm contemplating how many brain cells I lost watching this match. Doudrop goes over to the timekeeper's area, grabs the microphone, and then says, the loser of this match is Eva Marie! In that very Hollywood-esque Cali girl voice. Doudrop said that. Then she puts on Eva Marie's robe and she starts modeling it. And she's modeling it and showing it off in front of Eva Marie. And then she walks away with the robe on, and Eva Marie is just standing there. How could you, Doudrop? How could you? You're supposed to be a part of me, and whatever the case may be. Folks, if this was as bad as I made it sound, it's because it was. And I'm watching this, and I'm contemplating, is it Wednesday night yet? Can I go back and rewatch CM Punk for the 4 fucking minutes that they posted his return on YouTube, please? This was absolutely an embarrassing fucking 4 minutes that I've ever seen. And this may have been one of the worst women's matches of the modern century. I don't know why this had any business, or who in WWE Creative thought this had any business to be on a fucking pay-per-view card. I don't feel an ounce of sympathy for anybody that paid legitimate money to be at this show, and that's what you got. You got what you deserved. Eva fucking Marie and Alexa Bliss on SummerSlam's card. The We Want Wyatt chants, I want to hear them. The We Want Wyatt chants, I want to hear them louder and better and more and more and more. Until WWE realizes that this shit is a fucking disgrace. This gimmick sucks. Eva Marie sucks. I don't know how she even has a fucking job with this company. Alexa's gimmick is fucking garbage. But there's a shining beacon of hope here. WWE is monitoring Lily sales. If Alexa Bliss merchandise does not sell and Lily the doll doesn't sell this weekend, then they may end up scrapping the gimmick. But Vince McMahon loves Lily the doll. He smiles and laughs when he sees Lily the doll. I laugh at how embarrassingly bad your fucking show is on Monday night, Vince. I think we're on 2 different wavelengths. This shit was fucking horrendous. Horrendous! Damian Priest, Sheamus, United States title. Up until this match, this was the best match of the first hour. I love Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest has major superstar potential. He's got great upside. I hope he's okay coming out of this match. I really do. Damian Priest defeated Sheamus to win the United States Championship. Priest took out Sheamus with a dive early in the match, landed on his tailbone, landed on his hip. It looked like he might have hurt his lower back. I don't know. He was moving very, very slowly after the move was executed. I don't know if Sheamus was supposed to catch him. I don't know if this was actually something that he got hurt on. Either way, he sold it. I'm thinking he got hurt. It looked like he got hurt. So I felt bad for him there. Sheamus blocked a spinning kick attempt and drove Priest into the steel post. Sheamus had control for a little bit. Priest came back with a DDT. Priest followed with a spinning heel kick off the top rope, which looked beautiful. Went for a cover, only got a 2 count. Sheamus used a rolling senton and went to the top. Priest tried to block, but Sheamus yanked him over the top rope before hitting a flying clothesline and an Alabama slam. So Sheamus yanked him over the top rope, did a almost top rope stun gun, choked him out on the top rope, went up top, hit a flying clothesline. Then he picked up Damian Priest for an Alabama slam. I thought the Alabama slam was it, but Priest kicked out. Sheamus then headbutted Priest with the metal mask on his face, which looked like it was hard way. He went for a bro kick, but Priest countered with a jumping kick and a sit-out chokeslam for 2. Priest tried a springboard move, but Sheamus caught him with the knee strike for a near fall. Sheamus then applied a heel hook, but Priest sat up, yanked Sheamus' mask off. He started some offensive attack on Sheamus' face. Priest followed up with a spinning heel kick right to the face. Went for Reckoning, his finishing move, which was formerly Hit the Lights. I guess they're now calling it Reckoning again. And Priest gets the pinfall, and he is the new United States champion. I don't know what the fans are thinking about when they look at Damian Priest, but he got a very lukewarm reaction when he came out. Sheamus is great. Sheamus knows how to play his role great, man. He came out, he got the boos, he's the heel. He did the 10 punches across the chest that he usually does, and he stopped mid-punch at about 3 or 4 because the fans were counting along with him, and he's like, no, get the fuck out of here. I'm the heel, man. You ain't counting along with me. That's a babyface fucking maneuver. So he stopped it. I love that. That's a man that is just ingrained in how long he's been there, and he just gets it, man. I appreciate that shit so much. But Damian Priest, man, he got a very lukewarm reaction. He got a very lukewarm reaction in the beginning of the match, and then they slowly start to build the story. And then the fans pop for him winning the United States Championship, which was a good thing to see. They need to continue. This is the product of WWE, though. This is the product of WWE. They don't know how to consistently build talent. They like to push talent, and then they like to yank them back. They like to push talent, and then yank them back. They never like to keep anybody consistent. They are afraid to let anybody get over. I don't know what the fucking fear is. Damian Priest should be well on his way to being over on the main roster. And he's not. He's somewhat there. Now, I don't like these championship contenders. These championship contender matches that they do. I don't like the way that they build up challengers and have them beat the champion in a non-title match to get a title match at the pay-per-view. That shit sucks. That needs to go away and die 1,000 miserable fucking deaths. Damian Priest beat Sheamus in a contenders match, a United States Championship contenders match. Got the match at SummerSlam. Now, I thought that Damian Priest should be winning the United States Championship just for the simple fact that Sheamus wasn't really doing anything with the championship. Matches with Humberto, matches with Ricochet, matches with Humberto. He did nothing with it. And then in the middle of that, he was out for a fucking month because Humberto Carrillo broke his nose. They didn't do anything with Sheamus. Sheamus's run was soiled by injury and shit creative. So I figured, you know what? Priest is hot, but he hasn't really been feuding with Sheamus. He's been more feuding with Miz and Morrison. Now that seems to be over. Now Miz and Morrison seem to be feuding with the New Day. Now Damian Priest can go and feud with Sheamus going into the next pay-per-view. My line of thinking was, it makes sense for Priest to win the title, but it may be too early. Maybe they do it not at SummerSlam, but at Extreme Rules. It gives WWE the opportunity and the laziness to book this for another 4 weeks going into Extreme Rules, and then you do the big title switch at Extreme Rules and give Sheamus a dirty victory here, and they continue the feud. That's what I was thinking they were going to do, but they didn't do that. So my question is now, who does Damian Priest continue to defend that championship against? More than likely, it's going to be another rematch with Sheamus. So he's going to have to beat Sheamus. But I think maybe Damian Priest is going to be given the championship for a 4-week run until we get to Extreme Rules. Maybe this is a test for Damian Priest. How over is he? How much do the fans want to invest their time into Damian Priest? I honestly think his win here tonight was a test for him to see what he could do with that United States Championship. And if they don't really like the way it's working out, they could always drop the title back to Sheamus. But if they do like what he's doing, who does he defend the title against? And how many more challenges does he got? Not many. Not many at all. It's a very interesting situation for Damian Priest. I hope he's well enough to defend the fucking title. I hope he's not hurt. So we'll see what happens there. But this was easily the best match so far up until this point. Easily the best match through the first hour. The Usos defeated Dominic and Rey Mysterio to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how you feel about this. I don't mind the Mysterios. I don't mind the Usos. I think the Usos are the best tag team in WWE. I wouldn't have made them the tag team champions, but I wouldn't have made the Usos the tag team champions. I don't really reward alcoholism. I don't reward bad behavior. That's exactly what the WWE did. They rewarded bad behavior. It is very difficult to invest myself in this tag team championship match when we saw the title change at Money in the Bank. I don't think it should have happened at Money in the Bank. If you wanted these two teams to go into SummerSlam and you wanted to book this match at SummerSlam, it should have happened at SummerSlam. I find it very difficult to invest my time in this feud when we saw it at Money in the Bank on the kickoff show. And then for the next 5 or 6 weeks, all we've seen is mix and match singles matches between Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. I don't understand why anybody would be invested in what they got going on here for this tag team title match. Very difficult to invest your time in these two teams in this match for the tag team titles when we've seen so many adaptations of this fucking match the last 6 or 7 weeks. I don't know why anybody would be interested. Now, the story here is Dominic turning on Rey. That's the story that they're telling going into the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Little tease on SmackDown Friday, a little bit more of a tease here tonight, and that was pretty much all this match was. The Usos lose, or the Usos win, rather. The Mysterios lose, and they retain the tag team championships. So the Mysterios took out the Usos with dives early. Dominic followed with a Three Amigos, paying homage to Eddie Guerrero. Jay had made a blind tag. He shoved Dominic off the turnbuckles, right to the barricade, out to the outside, and he took control. Dominic fought back, made a hot tag to Rey Mysterio. He gave Jimmy a DDT. Went for a cover, got a 2 count. Jimmy came back with a super kick for 2. Rey tried to springboard, but Jay super kicked him off a springboard and hit an Uso splash for a near fall. Dominic went after Jay, but Jay dropped him on the apron. Jimmy missed a splash, and Rey followed with a 619 Booyaka Booyaka. 619. Booyaka Booyaka. Rey and Dominic Mysterio. 619. Rey tried a frog splash, but Jimmy got his knees up, hit a super kick immediately. Jay tagged in. They hit super kicks, double super kicks. Jay hit a splash to Rey's back. 1, 2, 3. The Usos retained, and that was it. That was it. I don't know what was going on, but the story of the match was that Dominic did nothing. Dominic really did nothing to help his father out in this match. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but like I said, Dominic was taking credit for what Rey Mysterio was doing and what he was doing on SmackDown against the Usos, helping his father out. He said he took credit for Rey Mysterio winning. Meanwhile, Rey corrected him. We did it. We did it. And he's like, oh, yeah. We did it. But tonight, Dominic didn't do anything. Dominic was the downfall of their team. And then when he got tossed out of the match, he was never back in the match. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it seems like they're causing some dissent, or they're, I think, telling the story of dissent between father and son here, which I'm not really all that intrigued by. Dominic just comes off as a jobber. I don't see any interest in Dominic Mysterio at all. Rey Mysterio, I mean, how could you hate Rey Mysterio? But I'm not interested in this tag team feud anymore. I'm not interested in father-son feuding. Seems like WWE just lost vision as far as the Mysterios go. Now, as far as the Usos go, I mean, I would have never given them the tag team championships to begin with. I would have given the Usos a break, and I would have given Otis and Gable the tag team championships at Money in the Bank. They deserved it most. They were working to get their shtick over. They were working to get their tag team over, and they look pretty damn good doing it. Otis is looking great. Chad Gable is always great. But I would have had them beat the Usos, who they were feuding with for a little bit. Beat the Usos. They went on to win the tag team championships. Then the Street Profits come back. Otis and Gable took out the Street Profits. The Profits are back for not only revenge, but the tag team titles. Then you can do the Profits and the Usos after the Profits beat Alpha Academy for the tag team titles. Then you can do the Usos getting the tag team titles. But WWE just fast-tracked the Usos. They wanted the Usos with the tag team titles so that they could stand next to Roman Reigns and the Bloodline as champion, right? Universal Champion, Tag Team Champions, and they want to sell this to The Rock. Can't do that if all of the Anoa'is don't have Tag Team Championship and Universal Championships around their waist. But everybody else gets kind of left out in the rain. Everybody gets left out in the fucking rain here. Really not much to it. If you watched their Money in the Bank match, it was a lot better than what we saw tonight. More of the same shit. Stories about Dominic and Rey Mysterio. We went over the Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair match. I'm not talking about it again. If you guys want to backtrack, I talked about it right at the top of the hour. Go and check that out. Drew McIntyre defeated Jinder Mahal in 4 minutes. This was another colossal waste of time. This feud was built up on swords. This feud was built up on Shanky and Veer handicap matches, and McIntyre swinging steel chairs, and McIntyre destroying Jinder Mahal's motorcycle. Mahal deathly afraid of McIntyre swinging the fucking sword. 4 minutes. McIntyre beat Shanky and Veer on Monday Night Raw. And the stipulation for that match was that they were not allowed to walk Mahal down to the ring at SummerSlam. They were not allowed to be in his corner. So I figured after weeks and weeks and weeks of Shanky and Veer and Mahal getting shit on by Drew McIntyre and him threatening them with the sword, I figured Jinder Mahal would come out and get some revenge on Drew McIntyre. Man, was I wrong. Man, was I wrong. Mahal falls in 4 minutes, man, and this was a fucking waste. This was not even worthy of even uttering the words pay-per-view. This was not even worthy of Monday Night Raw, and you can't get lower than Monday Night Raw. This was more of a main event superstar match. Holy shit. Drew McIntyre beat Jinder Mahal. Mahal was in control for a little bit. McIntyre hit 4 consecutive overhead suplexes and then a Claymore kick, and that was it. The crowd wasn't into it at all. I wonder why. Nobody gave a fuck about anything regarding this on television, and nobody gives a fuck about Jinder Mahal. But here WWE is pushing him on TV. Oh, but he's a great WWE champion. Yeah, the guy that almost killed and crippled SmackDown in 2017. Yes, that Jinder Mahal. One of the worst WWE champions of the modern era. Yes, I'm supposed to care about that guy. Against Drew McIntyre on SummerSlam 2021. Sure thing. Charlotte Flair versus Nikki Trash versus Rhea Ripley for the Monday Night Raw Women's Championship. I didn't care going in. I didn't care coming out. I don't know how many of you guys cared about this shit, but Nikki Trash is dead. Nikki Trash is dead. The act has failed, folks. The act has failed. I'm sorry to let all you Nikki Cross simps down. Rhea Ripley is trash. Charlotte actually showed up to work tonight. This wasn't as terrible as I expected it to be, but that doesn't mean I was interested in it. So, I don't know how you guys feel about Nikki Ash, but she got no reaction coming out. I almost feel like they added fake reaction to Nikki Ash's entrance tonight just to kind of portray her as the almost superhero babyface. Now, if you have to add sound effect, if you got to add piped-in cheers with an audience of 46,000 people in Las Vegas for SummerSlam, I think we can absolutely deem this gimmick a failure. Simple. So I'm not sure if that was the case, but it certainly sounded like it to me. There was a big spot in this match where Charlotte had Nikki in her arms for a fallaway slam, but Ripley grabbed Charlotte, brought them both down with a German suplex. Ripley and Charlotte fought on the outside. Nikki took them out with a beautiful flying crossbody. Ripley and Nikki had Charlotte up for a delayed vertical suplex, but Charlotte countered and brought them down with a double DDT. Looked kind of ridiculous. Nikki and Ripley were on the outside. Charlotte went up top and did a twisting moonsault, I believe it was, or a twisting dive. She missed Rhea Ripley completely. Which is not really out of the ordinary for Charlotte Flair to go up top and do a moonsault or a twisting dive and miss somebody completely. But she absolutely blasted Nikki Ash right in the face. She came down and her hip hit Nikki Ash right in the face, and Nikki went flying into the barricade. So it hit Nikki, but it missed Rhea Ripley completely. Ripley put Nikki in a standing cloverleaf. Charlotte tried a big boot, but Ripley ducked, put her in a cloverleaf. Charlotte countered and applied a figure eight on Nikki, or a figure eight on Rhea Ripley, but Nikki flew off the top rope to break it up. Nikki gave Charlotte a swinging neck breaker, but Ripley broke up that cover. Nikki reversed a riptide into a DDT, but Ripley fell to the outside. Nikki tried a flying crossbody on Charlotte, but Charlotte sidestepped it, went right for the figure eight, and Charlotte got the tap out as Nikki Ash taps out. Almost a winner, always a loser is Nikki Ash. The gimmick is a failure. The gimmick sucks. Nobody likes the gimmick. I don't give a fuck about your kitty t-shirts. I don't give a shit about your kids. I don't give a shit about your inspirational quotes. Get rid of the fucking gimmick. You know what they need to do? Nikki Cross legitimately needs to turn into the fucking Dark Knight. She's got to go fucking rogue. She's got to go like fucking Batman Beyond in this shit, man. Fuck the butterflies. Fuck the families. Fuck the inspirational quotes. Fuck the goddamn cringy, almost superhero catchphrase. Fuck it all, man. You gotta go fucking Batman Beyond. You gotta go dark. That's what they need to do. Maybe she'd be respected and appreciated by the fucking audience, because all the audience looks at is cringy kitty shit when they want adult. I don't understand why this is WWE's version of fucking wrestling. Get on AEW, we got Luchasaurus, who doesn't come off like a fucking cheesy idiot. Jungle Boy doesn't come off like a cheesy fucking idiot. Chris Statlander isn't even that bad as people say she is. Meanwhile, we got Nikki fucking Cross, superhero and beyond superhero and almost a superhero. You don't have Nikki, you don't have fucking Chris Statlander in AEW talking like E.T. She's not summoning fucking aliens from outer space. You don't see her walking around with fucking, tinfoil hats, trying to communicate with fucking extraterrestrial beings. Shit is fucking awful, man. Shit is awful. Charlotte wins another championship. Oh, joy. What do you want me to say? You want to be excited about Charlotte Flair? What is this now, 18? Man, they're setting up Charlotte versus Becky Lynch for the Survivor Series early. I read a report that Charlotte says if there is a Queen of the Ring, she should not win it. Good. Now you're the Raw Women's Champion. Now you won't even be in the tournament. So if we're going to Crown Jewel, which WWE announced tonight, and they do a King of the Ring, which is rumored to be the home of the finals, Charlotte may not be in it. How long before Charlotte loses this championship? There's no one else to lose it to. She's feuded with Rhea Ripley. She's feuded with Nikki Ash. Who is next for Charlotte Flair? There's nobody. I hope WWE has a nice contingency plan on Monday Night Raw. Who is Charlotte Flair's next challenger? There's nobody on Raw. Nobody. That division is fucking hideous. Absolutely hideous. But it certainly looks like they're setting up Charlotte versus Becky Lynch for the Survivor Series. I could see that happening right away if they do the Monday Night Raw and SmackDown brand versus brand warfare. Edge versus Seth Rollins. This was the best match of the night outside of the main event for Roman Reigns and John Cena. I loved Rollins' ring attire, even though I made fun of it on social media. He came out looking like a fucking pirate. I don't know if he was looking for buried treasure or if he wanted to wrestle a match tonight, but he looked like a fucking pirate. He might have gotten Tampa Bay and Las Vegas mixed up somewhere. Maybe he got mixed up between the two cities. I have no idea. But Edge comes out. He's got a Brood-like entrance. He comes up through the smoke. You got the Brood music playing. You got the red lights and the fire. And all of a sudden, he kind of sheds the glasses. And then Miles Kennedy and Alter Bridge come up. So you got a mixture of the Brood and Alter Bridge. Miles Kennedy playing for Edge down to the ring. I love it. It was awesome. So they had a great match here, man. This was a really, really good match. I said it on social media. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I loved Edge back in the day. He was one of my all-time favorites. The Rated R Superstar was one of my all-time favorites in WWE history, man. A legend, an innovator. Classics upon classics upon classics. He was great then. But I think I have a new level of appreciation for Edge now. He's 50 years old. And I honestly think, and some of you may think I'm wrong. Maybe some of you think I'm a little out there with this comment. But as far as his in-ring work is concerned, I think Edge is actually better now than he was then at the age of 50. I don't know what it is, but I think he looks tremendous. I really do. Rollins is good too. They were very good together. They were good dance partners together. So Edge was in control early. Rollins drove him into the ring post before smashing his neck and head into the steel steps. Rollins continued to target the neck, which was always going to be the story here, by hitting a neck breaker in the ring. Rollins hit a sling blade, set up for a stomp, but Edge rolled to the corner. He saw it coming. Rollins remained in control, hit a flying knee. Edge came back with a flapjack, but Rollins knocked him off the turnbuckles and hit a frog splash for a 2. Rollins again set up for a stomp, but Edge again rolled to the corner. So they were battling for position until Edge hit a swinging neck breaker off the top rope. Edge hit a clothesline, big boot, and execution DDT for 2. Followed with an Edge-o-matic for a 2. And Rollins came back with a superplex into a Falcon's Arrow for a 2 count. Edge avoided a curb stomp and reversed a pedigree into a glam slam for a 2 count. So he went right for his wife's finishing move. Edge went after Rollins, but Rollins dropped him with a neck breaker on the ropes. Rollins went for a stomp on the apron, but Edge avoided it and speared Rollins to the outside, which was the Big E spot. Big E spot, the spear through the ropes, and they both tumbled to the outside. And Edge drove Rollins into the side of the ring and covered him for a 2 count. So he hit him on the side of the apron. The LED screens on the apron went out, rolled him into the ring, covered him. Thought it was enough for a 2, only got a 2 count. Edge slowly went for a spear, but Rollins caught him in a pedigree for a near fall. So he went for a spear. It looked a little kind of off. So he went for a spear, and then Rollins caught him mid-spear with his head down, and in one motion went for a pedigree and nailed a okay, decent-looking pedigree. So Rollins tried a corkscrew splash off the top rope. Edge dodged, hit a spear for a near fall. Edge tried for an unprettier, but Rollins slipped out and clocked him in the neck with a forearm, and then went for a thrust kick. Rollins went for a stomp, but Edge grabbed his foot and applied an educator. Rollins countered, but Edge caught him in a crossface. Rollins tried to fight out, but Edge responded by smashing Rollins' face against the mat repeatedly. Edge then reapplied the crossface, and Rollins taps out. Edge wins, and this was a great match. This continues the string of great matches for Edge. And I thought this was an excellent finish. Rollins tapping out. I thought that was poetic justice. There was no way that Edge was going to lose this match, man. He lost at WrestleMania. He lost to Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. There was no way he was going to lose another match in his WWE run here. This is the second of 3 years for Edge. So I'm glad he won. This was the right outcome. Don't know where he goes. Maybe they continue with going into Extreme Rules. Maybe Rollins continues to feud with him on SmackDown. I have no idea. I don't know where either guy goes if they go and wrestle somebody else. But I can absolutely see Extreme Rules being a bunch of SummerSlam rematches with stipulations behind them. This match between Edge and Rollins being one of them. But this was easily, absolutely, by far and away, blow away, the best match of the night up until this point. Nobody was even close to Edge and Rollins. John Morrison and The Miz were in the ring, and this was a complete colossal waste of time. John Morrison, in the beginning of the show, drove a water truck into the arena, and they made their way to the ring. Miz complained about how the dry weather is in Nevada, and this is the hottest party of the summer. He complained about how dry it was for the hottest party of the summer. He said the dry bronies were hurting for squirting. Yes, this is actual verbiage that Miz used on SummerSlam. Xavier Woods came out. He was dressed up as Rezo Ramon. He had his hair slicked back, and he had a toothpick in his mouth. He had this big water gun and water jug on his back, and he stood on the ring apron, and they were back and forth verbally with Miz and Morrison with Xavier. Kofi was not there. This got absolutely no crowd response yet. You saw the geeks with their fucking phones out filming this shit. Xavier sprayed Miz and Morrison with a water gun. They sold it like they were being hit with a fucking fire hose. And then they rolled out of the ring, and they were all yelling at the Miz that they're going to, or Xavier, that they're going to get him back. They're going to get him back on Monday Night Raw. Meanwhile, we got Moist TV happening on Monday Night Raw with Jake Paul as the guest on Moist TV. This shit is awful. This is how WWE is combating AEW. A dumb waste of fucking time. You should have squirted the water in the fucking crowd, being that it was probably 1,000 fucking degrees inside that arena. Talked about the Bobby Lashley Goldberg match. This was awful, and we talked about that also at the top of the show. Make sure you guys go and watch that back. Lashley not winning clean at SummerSlam. Jesus fucking Christ, man. How fucking pathetic is WWE creative? Roman Reigns versus John Cena for the Universal Championship. This is the main event of what was a very lackluster SummerSlam. I was excited about this match going in, man. I was excited about this match going in. I was kind of disappointed with the build. I think WWE took it for granted. I really think WWE took everybody for granted. I thought they booked this shit simply because it was John Cena and Roman Reigns. The way that they booked it, it's effortless. Meaning no effort. They put no effort into it. Oh, it's Roman Reigns and John Cena. They'll have a great match. Oh, people will care because it's Roman Reigns and John Cena. They'll suck it up. They won't care about substance. It's Roman Reigns and John Cena. They took everything for granted because of who these guys are and the name value that they have to being in the main event of SummerSlam. And WWE thought they didn't have to do much to sell this match to the people. What WWE did on Friday night irked the shit out of me. They gave a stipulation on Friday that if Roman Reigns does not walk out as the Universal Champion, he leaves WWE. I thought that was an absolutely ridiculous fucking stipulation. Because who expects Roman Reigns to leave WWE? Who? Nobody. John Cena, and the great thing about John Cena is that when John Cena wrestles, no matter who he wrestles, it is unpredictable. John Cena has that level of unpredictability about him that when you look at a John Cena move, and you look at an AA, or you look at a Super AA, or you look at a STF, John Cena has that unpredictability about him where that could be it. There were moments in this match where I legitimately thought still that John Cena was going to pin Roman Reigns. Imagine if they didn't do that stipulation on Friday night. Imagine. I don't know why they did, because it ruined the entire perception of this match. I think that John Cena and The Undertaker should have absolutely wrestled at WrestleMania 30. That was the match, not Brock Lesnar. I thought instead of booking John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, I thought they should have done John Cena versus The Undertaker. Can you imagine John Cena going into a WrestleMania match with The Undertaker with the undefeated streak on the line and John Cena of all fucking people in that match, the level of unpredictability, the amount of people that would be jumping off their seats with every near fall that John Cena got on The Undertaker, thinking it could have been the end of the streak. That's what John Cena brought to the table. And they wiped that all away with this silly, stupid stipulation. Nobody expected John Cena to lose this match. Nobody. Oh, win this match, rather. Nobody expected John Cena to win this match. Nobody expected Roman Reigns to lose this match. So I was like, why? Why did they do that? There was only one outcome here, and that was Roman Reigns retaining the WWE Universal Championship. So Reigns worked a very slow match. He worked a much slower match to get John Cena on board. They worked a typical Roman Reigns match. Roman Reigns slowing it down, working methodical, working the camera, talking some trash, building up a little speed, getting that momentum, getting into the later parts of the match, finishers, false finishes, and this and that, really building intrigue, sense of urgency, go to the finish, and Roman Reigns retains. That's been the formula for Roman Reigns and everything that he's done as far as who he's been in the ring with. It was not going to be any different with John Cena. So he was in control. He was working over Cena for a little bit. He even took the time to pose with his title belt on the ring steps during the match, just kind of making fun of John Cena. Reigns was talking about sending him back to Hollywood at some point during this match, really playing it up to the camera. Reigns was taking things a little bit too slowly, a little bit too casually. So Cena hoisted him up for an AA. Reigns counted into a DDT. Reigns was like, all right, I got to pick up the pace. He went right for the AA. All right, I'm not going to let him do that again. So Roman Reigns was a little bit, I guess, urgent after the attempted AA. So Reigns then, like I said, stared at the camera. He apologized to Hollywood for beating up their guy. Don't worry, I'm going to send him back to you. He's going to be a little beat up, but I'm going to send him back to Hollywood. I'm the man around here. This is my company. He's yelling into the camera. There's one thing Reigns does great. It's trash talk during his matches, man. It's become one of my favorite things about him. Cena tried mounting a comeback. Reigns cut him off with a right hand. Cena tried to roll up. Reigns quickly kicked out and applied a sleeper hold. Cena broke it by driving Reigns into the corner. Cena followed with a clothesline, 2 shoulder tackles, You Can't See Me, the 5 moves of doom by John Cena. Cena flipped into a cover, but Reigns kicked out and hit a Superman punch. Reigns actually caught him in a guillotine first. So after the You Can't See Me, he got him in a guillotine, which was great because Roman Reigns had that well scouted. So after the You Can't See Me, he was about to drop the 5-knuckle shuffle. He got him into a guillotine. Cena flipped into a cover, but Reigns kicked out, hit a Superman punch. Cena countered a spear by kicking Reigns in the head before hitting the 5-knuckle shuffle eventually. Try saying that fucking 5 times fast. Cena hit a AA for a near fall. Cena then applied an STF, but Reigns got a rope break to break the hold. Reigns followed with a drive-by drop kick on the outside. Reigns went after him on the outside, but Cena grabbed him and hit an AA through the announce table. That looked like it could be it. Sense of urgency on the outside. For John Cena, he's like, oh shit, I put him through the table. AA, let me roll him back in the ring. He went for a cover. But Reigns got up, kicked out. Cena went for a diving leg drop, but Reigns countered into a powerbomb for a 2. Cena then ducked a Superman punch, used a schoolboy roll-up for a near fall. Reigns slipped out of another AA attempt. You see where John Cena was going. He was going right for the kill. Another AA attempt, hit a Superman punch for a 2. Lots of Superman punches here by Roman Reigns. Reigns went for a spear, but Cena dodged, and Reigns went shoulder first into the post. Cena pulled Reigns up to the top and hit a avalanche attitude adjustment. And that was it. I thought. Only a near fall. Crowd was chanting, this is awesome. Michael Cole really sold the moment with Pat McAfee. Cena did Reigns' pose. He went for the big spear in the corner. He did the Roman Reigns pose. Went for the spear. Reigns kicked him in the head. They traded right hands until Reigns hit consecutive Superman punches. Reigns then yelled at Cena, I am WWE. Set up for the spear. Reigns hit the spear and got the pinfall win. Roman Reigns retains the Universal Championship as he should have. He walks out of SummerSlam with the Universal Championship. Excellent main event between these two. I actually enjoyed the Edge match more than I enjoyed the John Cena match tonight. I enjoyed the Edge match at Money in the Bank more than I did the John Cena match tonight at SummerSlam. After the match, Brock Lesnar's music plays. He walks out. Pat McAfee was losing his fucking mind. Michael Cole was losing his fucking mind on commentary. Reigns and Heyman couldn't believe their eyes. Michael Cole really sold it on commentary. Brock came out looking very scruffy with the beard and the mini ponytail. He looked very Viking-esque. He circled the ring. He stood on the steel steps that Roman Reigns stood on during the match, holding up the Universal Championship. And he stood on the steps and he smiled at both Reigns and Heyman, who was grasping the Universal Championship and holding on to it for dear life. Reigns was looking shocked. Lesnar entered the ring. He approached Reigns. Heyman backed away in panic. He hid behind Reigns. Lesnar walked up to Reigns. He had a few words. He bounced up and down. Reigns backed out. Lesnar smiled. Crowd was going crazy. And Lesnar raised his arms. He's back. And Reigns walked out of the ring and held up the championship as he exited up the aisleway. Brock Lesnar's back. He is a babyface. He is not affiliated with Paul Heyman as of right now. He didn't touch Roman Reigns. But he's back clearly for what? I don't know. I don't know what he's back for. Take that, CM Punk, huh? Let's call Brock Lesnar. This was absolutely a reactionary maneuver. But I understand why it was a reactionary maneuver. Brock Lesnar wasn't planned as of yesterday for SummerSlam. As soon as they seen CM Punk, Vince McMahon got Brock Lesnar on a first-class plane, private plane, right to Las Vegas. Wanted him to be at SummerSlam. I get it. But they're clearly fast-tracking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns after all of the rumors that said Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar were going to be a WrestleMania match that they wanted to wait on. That Brock Lesnar was never going to appear at SummerSlam. That they had no plans for Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. But here he is. Why is he here? You see it because CM Punk showed up and signed with AEW. And CM Punk is the talk of the wrestling landscape right now. That's why Brock Lesnar's back. So WWE is reacting to CM Punk with Brock Lesnar, and they're fast-tracking Brock Lesnar into a match with Roman Reigns before Roman Reigns eventually stares The Rock down at Survivor Series in New York City. This is the AEW effect, folks. If you don't think so, you're a complete fucking idiot. But we will see what happens. Roman Reigns needs to continue to win. He's beaten Kevin Owens. He's beaten Daniel Bryan. He's beaten Edge. He's beaten both, or actually Jimmy Uso. Or Jay, which one was it? Jay Uso. He's beaten Jay Uso. He's beaten Bray Wyatt. He's beaten Braun Strowman. Edge, Daniel Bryan, John Cena. Now he's going to take down Brock Lesnar. He's going to take down Rollins eventually. He's going to take down Bel-Air. He's going to take down Dwayne. Man, they're really setting Roman Reigns up for one hell of a fucking run, huh? This is the current version of what the Undertaker streak was to WWE and WrestleMania. I hope they know what they're doing. I hope that they don't result in going back, or resort, I should say, going back into Brock Lesnar territory with him winning the Universal Championship and then taking it back to Saskatchewan. That would not be the right thing to do. Continue to feed Roman Reigns, continue to have him feast, continue to beat everybody, and have Roman Reigns turn into a god. Rey Mysterio was another one he beat. He's beaten everybody. Have it continue. Have Roman Reigns beat everybody, turn into a god, and that is it. That is it. I don't know who's going to beat Roman. At this point, I don't care. You're on a once-in-a-lifetime fucking trek, a once-in-a-lifetime journey with Roman Reigns. You will never see this duplicated ever again. You don't half-ass it. You go all the way with it. I don't know what else to say. SummerSlam was a major disappointment. A major letdown in my eyes. SummerSlam used to be a fucking household fucking trend in the JD household when I was living with my parents. My dad texted me tonight. This truly is a summer scam. He texted me tonight. I'll even show you the fucking text. You don't believe me. My dad texted me tonight saying that this was a summer scam. This is what he said. And I'll show. Let me turn my OBS on. And this is exactly what he said here. Summer scam. Right there. It's exactly what he said to me. Summer scam. He knows. WWE always lets us down in some way or another. Becky Lynch and her return was horrendous. Burying Bianca Belair was utterly fucking disappointing and pathetic. WWE rolling out Bill Goldberg out there. A complete waste of everybody's time. Brock Lesnar coming back was a reactionary thing to CM Punk on Friday, but I get it. And WWE gave us one of the worst SummerSlams that I could possibly ever remember. There were good things on this show, and Roman Reigns and John Cena killed it. Edge and Seth Rollins killed it. RK Bro winning made sense. But outside that, folks, outside that, you're looking at one hell of a fucking shit show for SummerSlam. I'm sorry to tell you. You don't like it? Go watch somebody else. I appreciate you guys very, very much, man. We're at 5,000 in the venue. We got 4,400 right now. We're going to go over some super chats. Get them on in, man. Get them on in. You guys will be entered into a raffle tomorrow night for NXT TakeOver. You guys are going to be winning this tipple glass. I'm going to open it up so you guys can see it, and I'll rewrap it again. But, or maybe I can't open it up. I don't want to break it. You know what? Fuck it. I showed it off on the podcast early. Go watch it. Right in the beginning of the show. You guys can have that tipple glass. Everybody gets a super chat in. You're automatically entered. We'll go over the raffle tomorrow for NXT TakeOver 36. Man, I need something to generate some interest for that boring TakeOver show. Guys, we're about to go over the super chats. Get them on in. Thank you for everything. We got 2,200 likes. You're more than welcome to hang out. I got my cold beverage ready to go. We got some music playing. We got the tunes going. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Go and follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe, bell. Go check out the videos that you might have missed on the channel. Everything you need is linked on the homepage. And go get your t-shirts, man. Bonfire.com. You guys have the option right underneath the video screen to go and get your t-shirts, man. There is no excuse to get yourself a t-shirt now. Everything you need is linked right underneath the video screen. Click the t-shirt you want. It'll take you right to the t-shirt shop on bonfire.com. Click the design you want, and boom. All you got to do is buy. Very, very simple, man. So happy that Bonfire partnered with YouTube. Let's get into the super chats, man. We got quite a few to go over, so I thank everybody for getting it in. Let's see what we got. We're gonna start with Lauren Hutton with a $5 super chat. SummerSlam was the best pay-per-view this year. New champs were well-deserving. Lauren, I don't know what the fuck you watched, but this was no way better than Money in the Bank. Maybe you got drunk with rage at the bar. I have no idea. Also, with a $2 super chat, she says, your favorite and best match tonight. Edge versus Seth Rollins. Henley Pierre with a $1.99 super chat. Bianca should have never went to SmackDown, JD. She should have never went to the main roster. Never mind SmackDown, bro. Marcus Thomas with a $5 super chat. CM Punk's return helped build future talent. Becky Lynch's return helped bury it. I hope in 3 years from now, AEW can sell out football stadiums for pay-per-views. It's going to happen, bro. Let CM Punk get some weight underneath him. On Dynamite. Let Daniel Bryan get in there first. Let Bray Wyatt get in there first, which is heavily rumored now. They'll be running stadium shows before you even know it, man. Daniel Easter Day with a $2 super chat. As usual, WWE reacts to AEW. Vince can't resist. Yeah, but he killed NXT in the process. He killed NXT in the process and then wants to say AEW is not competition, but then shows every single possible way that they are competition. Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. Becky really cares about the division, huh? Selfish. There's absolutely nothing that anybody can refute on what I said. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, but Becky Lynch is a mother. Oh, Becky Lynch is back. Becky Lynch, you should just be happy for Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch came in and buried Bianca Belair without any hesitation. Give me a fucking break. Triple H with a $3 super chat. Bianca buried. Fuck Vince. The game is all elite. I love it. Thank you, Triple H. Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. One match, pay-per-view, Edge, Seth, and they killed it. I'm going to say Cena and Reigns as well. You can't forget them. Ray Warrior with a $19.99 super chat. I like Becky, but that match, man, what a shame. Poor Bianca. Anyways, keep up the good work, JD. Thank you, Ray. I like Becky too, bro, but there's a lot of negative coming out of that Becky Lynch segment, man. Lots of negative. And it doesn't make Becky look good at all. Gregory Benson with a $4.99 super chat. I'd rather fall asleep watching paint dry than see Eva Marie wrestle. Bro, please. I mean, I don't know what to say. The woman is just god-awful. There's no words. I don't know how to even formulate a sentence to tell you how awful Eva Marie is. Lakefront Studios with a $19.99 super chat. Thanks for enduring SummerScam so I didn't have to. Tonight, Vince and Bruce had Becky to do to Bianca what Brock did to Kofi, and as extra bonus, buried Carmella instead of having Carmella eat the pin in a triple threat match. Michael Raymond. You know, it's amazing to me, man. I know a lot of people are going to agree with me there. I don't know how anybody cannot. There was obvious ways to go about doing it that made sense, and WWE refused to go about it making sense of anything. Thank you, Lakefront. Michael Raymond with the $5 super chat. SummerScam, he says. Brock looks really good, though, but we got bamboozled and saw the future get buried. But hey, Brock and Roman will feud over Paul. Yay. Should be interesting, man. It's definitely going to make SmackDowns open must-watch. But outside that, that's it. Susan D'Ambrosio. $5 super chat. JD, I think WWE just got real desperate by bringing back Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Susan. They did get desperate. Brock was absolutely a desperation phone call this afternoon. Hooligan with a $5 super chat. Brock is a free agent last time I checked, no? If so, that means as Vince felt the shit run down his leg last night, he made a quick call while on the throne. Oh, brother, you know it, man. You know it, man. Dom Toretto with a $4.99 super chat. He leaves no message. Thank you, bro. Normally, I'd say, go tip your bartender. But $4.99 is $4.99. Thank you, man. Don't be shy next time. Don't be shy next time, bro. Inverted with a $5 super chat. He called the shits poop. Who did? Who did? It's just one of those days. We don't want to wake up. Everything is fun. Everybody's done. You don't really know why, but you ain't justified. Theo with a $9.99 super chat. Best match of the night was Edge and Rollins. Other than that, I was probably sitting in my stupid chair watching an awful show of Sesame Street. Yes, best match of the night absolutely was Edge and Rollins, man. Travis Too Sweet with a $4.99 super chat. Having Reigns beat Cena, Lesnar, and then Rock is a bit ridiculous considering they have nobody believable enough to beat him now. Hashtag doing too much. Yes, because giving Brock Lesnar the WWE Universal title is exactly what we need to do after we've suffered through 8 years of Brock Lesnar holding the WWE Championship and Universal titles hostage, right? Fuck Brock Lesnar. Jacob Darling with a $10 super chat. What's up, brother? The only thing I took from this show is that WWE absolutely views AEW as competition. What a disappointing show. Bro, you ain't alone in that assessment, man. You are not alone in that assessment, man. Thank you, Jacob. John Roy with a $5 super chat. Brock as a babyface is a no. Bianca Belair was done so wrong and shameful. Bianca was just keeping the title warm for Becky. We all knew it too. The Light Gaming with a $5 super chat. Bray Wyatt is all elite. No, he's not. He cannot talk to them until October 30th. Michael Raymond with a $2 super chat. Welcome back to the great and powerful Edgar Estrada. Cool Jags with a $9.99 super chat. What's up, JD? My brother, SummerScam was terrible tonight besides 3 matches. Priest, Sheamus, Edge, Rollins, Reigns, Cena. Also, Lesnar's return was great. Bianca was absolutely fucking buried by Vince. Fuck Vince. Fuck Vince, bro. Travis Too Sweet with a $4.99 super chat. Also, fuck Vince McMahon and Becky for that sham. Bianca deserves better. Tony would never. Shaking my head. CM Punk effect. Tony Khan would never do what Vince McMahon did to Bianca Belair tonight. Jedi Joker with a $10 super chat. You retracted your message, bro. What happened? I see you donated another $10. I'll get to it in a second. Theo, $4.99 super chat. JD, can we get Eva Marie off my TV? I thought I was watching an episode of Golden Girls. Bro, the Golden Girls, don't disrespect them like that, man. Ever. Don't ever compare them to Eva Marie. Ever. Travis Too Sweet with a $4.99 super chat. Fingers crossed, man. Cole, Ruby Riott, Buddy, Bray, all head to AEW. Get them away from this trash bag company. Also, Becky versus Charlotte again. Vomit. Yeah, man. It's happening again, bro. Theo with a $4.99 super chat. This show was stupid. Jedi Junk with a $10 super chat. This show legit had me falling asleep. It's funny how CM Punk broke the internet and Becky Lynch didn't even break a nail. Terrible attempt to counter-program, Vince. Is it Wednesday yet? I'm looking at my watch, bro. I can't wait for Wednesday. Focus on Yo Focus with a $4.99 super chat. Scam of the summer. The CM Punk effect is real. WWE is dead and in the business of burying young talent. It's disgusting. Salute JD for what you do. Thank you, Focus. I appreciate you, brother. Theo with a $4.99 super chat. CM Punk versus Kenny Omega will be the greatest match in AEW history. You're forgetting somebody by the name of Daniel Bryan, bro, or Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega. That potentially could be the greatest match in AEW history. Cool Jags with a $4.99 super chat. Just like how Kofi lost to Lesnar, same with Bianca losing to Becky. Absolutely abhorrent booking by Vince and downright racist at that, in my opinion. I don't know if I'd go all in on the racist shit, but let's just call the situation tonight terrible creative, bro. Abhorrent behavior, like you said. Mr. Premium 2002 with a $4.99 super chat. Not huge on seeing Roman Reigns versus Lesnar again, but I'm slightly intrigued by the Paul Heyman situation. It also really sucks to be Bianca Belair tonight. I think the dynamic between Reigns and Lesnar is going to be a little bit different. So I'm a little intrigued. If there's anything that we've learned, it's that we should trust Paul Heyman. Vashan T with a $5 super chat. He retracted his message and said nothing. I see that you have a super chat a little bit in the distance here for Vashan, and I'll get to it in a second. Saints 2025 with a $1.99 super chat. I called Lesnar's return earlier on Off the Script. Yes, you did, bro. Congratulations. Brandon XRLS with a $1.99 super chat. SummerSlam was trash. 100. Becky return ruined. Shame. Yes, they really did take away from Becky's return, and they fucking killed it with terrible booking. Akashira with a $5 super chat. If Brock Lesnar and Becky is their answer for more rematches we've seen already, WWE is in trouble. Also, poor decision for Bianca to lose. Bro, nobody realizes, on top of everything that I mentioned, how do you think Sasha Banks feels? After going into a WrestleMania and putting this woman over only for it to be wasted in fucking 6 seconds. Dustin Hill with a $4.99 super chat. Vince couldn't get Lesnar versus Lashley and instead goes Goldberg, yet rushes him to return to face off with Roman. But CM Punk isn't a draw, right? Nah, CM Punk's not a draw, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know who the fuck you're talking. Who's CM Punk? Did he come back yesterday? Is he a pro wrestler that I should be concerned with? No idea who that is. Ara with a $9.99 super chat. Hey, JD, I mentioned that I don't watch wrestling anymore, but I do keep up with it a little. In 4 years, I haven't seen a more horrible SummerScam. By the way, Brock looks more like a beast. I love the beard. I think he looks great. I think Brock Lesnar looks fantastic. But this show sucked. Anthony Sigorino with a $4.99 super chat. Disappointing, at least. AEW is changing the game. I only listen to you when it comes to WWE now. Curious what your favorite year of WWE was since 2000. Or I couldn't even tell you. 2002, maybe? Vashan with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, do you feel like Vince killed 3 women's credibility tonight by having Becky Lynch win in the way that she did? I feel if Sasha could go, the match is longer. Yes, of course, that was never supposed to be the way the match ended. Sasha was never going to beat Bianca Belair in 6 seconds. You were going to get a legit title match. That's why Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs came out and wasted everybody's time. Kevin Alisi becomes a new member in the venue, man. What are you drinking, bro? Round is on me. Hamsen 210 with a $5 super chat. I heard someone who attended SummerSlam didn't even cheer Becky Lynch's win. You should impersonate how Kevin Dunn canned in the cheering, laughing my ass off. Bro, Kevin Dunn and his new best friend is a big red button that fucking pipes in fake crowd noise when WWE isn't getting the reactions that they want. Lauren Hunt with a $2 super chat. Lesnar should have interfered in the Lashley match. Bobby Lashley disrespected again. Lesnar's back and he has nothing to do with Bobby Lashley. Lauren Hunt with a $5 super chat. Watch us get Cena versus Roman versus Lesnar at some point. It's going to happen. That'll either happen at the Rumble or Mania. Why would we get Cena versus Roman versus Lesnar? What does Brock Lesnar have to do with John Cena? Best match, Seth versus Edge. Worst match, Eva. Yes, I agree. Eric Newton with a $5 super chat. JD, did WWE forget Heyman also represents Brock Lesnar? What happens there? Does Heyman turn on Roman or Brock? They book themselves into a corner. Let Paul Heyman handle that, bro. Never doubt Paul Heyman. I see some people asking for the Rampage ratings. They won't be out till Monday. Omega Man with a $20 super chat. Hey, WWE needs to win the competition. Winky face. WWE pushed that panic button after that return on Friday night, but I think Brock might win and have a showdown with Lashley at Survivor Series. Winner gets both titles. I would not be surprised at that at all, bro. I would not be surprised at that at all. Maybe WWE's thinking is exactly that. Maybe their line of thinking is that Rock versus Roman Reigns doesn't need the championship. But why would we give the title back to Brock Lesnar? I think that's a fucking terrible idea. NK with a $8.99 UK super chat. Wish my dad was still alive. It was his birthday today, August 21. He loved pro wrestling and MMA. I stopped watching wrestling, but I always support the podcast. Thank you, JD. NK, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Happy birthday to your pops. Everybody in the chat, throw up the prayer emojis and the birthday cake emojis for my boy NK, who donated $8.99. Enter the enter the Kayubai. I was going to say enter the Kabuki. Enter the Kayubai with a $5 super chat. So Lashley gets screwed again. He clearly wants to fight Lesnar, but he's stuck with Goldberg. Or Oldberg. Yep, Bobby Lashley gets no respect. Ara with the $4.99 super chat. Bro, you're too funny. Take my money. You deserve it. Keep up the good work. Thank you, bro. JDE with the $10 super chat. Don't want to hear anything else from Marks again about Sasha putting someone else over at Mania. All that work wasted. 0-6 for nothing, just for Bianca to lose in seconds. We all feel for Sasha Banks, man. We all feel for Sasha Banks. Jermaine Presley with a $5 super chat. Bianca got the Kofi treatment. At least Brock had the Money in the Bank briefcase to make sense for him challenging for the title. This sucks. Jason Allen with a $5 super chat. Pilana Productions changes his opinion every 2 seconds. He shouldn't be taken seriously. Keep up the great work, JD. Maybe he should stop covering professional wrestling altogether, man. He's fucking awful at talking about anything that makes sense. Montreal Rather with a $2 super chat. 6-7 seconds. Is it a black thing? Fearing for Lashley. Who knows, man? Who knows? Golden Boy GB Golden with a $10 super chat. WWE gave you a man and a beast. AEW gave you the best in the world. WWE got no one else, as AEW still has Daniel Bryan coming in, Ruby Soho, Buddy Murphy, possibly Bray Wyatt, Adam Cole, Ric Flair. Vince is worried. I'm most excited about Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole, man. Vincent Tarantini with a $5 super chat. Over 5,000 2 days in a row. Congrats, JD. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys, man. It doesn't happen without every single one of you. Elijah Lopez with a $9.99 super chat. I wish I was here for the show. I was just excited for more. I was just excited more for the stadium. Me being a Raiders fan, AEW is far better. Keep doing your thing, man. Cheers from Vegas. Thank you, Elijah. SummerSlam was awful. Hooligan with a $5 super chat. Xavier Woods out here looking more like Pootie Tang than Razor Ramon, Chico. Embarrassing. Theo with a $9.99 super chat. Sasha versus Becky versus Bianca versus Bayley. WrestleMania worthy match. Definitely a moneymaker. Bro, we don't even know what's wrong with Sasha, and we don't even know where Bianca Belair sits right now. The way that they buried her, she ain't winning that championship back anytime soon, man. Ryan Heisler with a $4.99 super chat. In life, nothing beats honesty, JD. You have a PhD in the IWC, and I'm so proud to have found you. I've been watching every week since 2019. Thank you, JD. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you, brother. Golden Boy with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, how about CM Punk? Microphone drop, double dry pale ale for the drink menu. Absolutely great job, man. You're a real one. Haters hate the greats. I don't know, man. We don't have any alcoholic beverages in honor of CM Punk, just the Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi, man. Arichira. Or Akachira. I'm sorry, bro. I'm fucking exhausted. I can't even fucking see anymore, man. Akachira becomes a new member of the venue, man. I appreciate you, brother. What are you drinking, man? What are you drinking? Eric Wallace with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, man. William Appleton with a 99-cent super chat. Go tip your bartender, bro. They've been working hard all weekend. I don't need it. Mick Swagger with a $5 super chat. Can't wait to see what's going to happen on Monday Night OTS. WWE's becoming WCW 2000, and they did it to themselves. Bro, this is worse than anything WCW has produced, man. Anything. World of Wrestling with a $5 super chat. Dude, I just got finished with my live stream, and someone said I was on TK's payroll, and I'm a small channel. Pretty messed up, huh? WWE fans are lambs. Fuck 'em, bro. They have the collective IQ of a fucking pencil eraser. Vishu Prasad with a 20 in super chat says nothing, bro. Thank you. Matthew Galliano with a $2.99 super chat. He says bye-bye with a cat emoji. Thank you, Matthew. Majin with a $5 super chat. Goldberg and Eva Marie lasted longer than Bianca. Let that sink in. Ryan Heisler with a $1.99 super chat. I'll take a Bay Bay IPA. Your gaming channel is thumbs up. Thank you, Ryan. I'm trying to build the gaming channel. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers on the gaming channel, man. I'm very excited for the games coming up because I'm getting my new PC very soon. I'm getting my new PC very, very, very soon, man. Hopefully they get back to me on it. Everek with a $9.99 super chat. I've been here since the Black Ops 2 days. Holy shit, man. The things I used to say back in the Black Ops 2 days. You always boost my days, man, and your videos are the only reason I even know what's going on with WWE. I appreciate you, bro. Speaking of the Black Ops 2 days, man, you know who got me started and who I'm still a big fan of, and him and I lost contact because clearly we're not making the same content anymore. Shout out to Legend of Thunder, man. Legend of Thunder, man. Always had my back in the COD days, and I remember when someone used to like something on YouTube, it used to fucking blow up, man. He liked a video of mine on Nuketown on Black Ops 2, and it just blew up. I remember I was sitting in my apartment, and I'm like, what the fuck? Had all these subs coming in, man. So shout out to Thunder, man, for the Black Ops 2 days. Tan May with a Australia, mate, $14.99 super chat. You will always be the best podcast. You always make my day. Thank you, Tan May. Appreciate you, bro. I can't wait till Aussie hears this one, bro. He's gonna love this fucking tune. Aussie's gonna love this fucking tune, man. Oh, man, the sound of heavy metal, the sound of death metal, the sound of thrash metal is music to my fucking ears, bro. Jerry Ramey with a $10 super chat. JD, it's impossible to be a sane person and watch this crap. You've said it before, but I want it to change. Vince McMahon kills Tony Khan, creates, gives back to us, and creates. Thank you, Jerry Ramey. Biggest Wood Gaming with a $5 super chat. He says, is it Wednesday yet? I wish, bro. I wish, man. Jordan 23 with a $4.99 super chat. I wonder if AEW pokes fun at WWE on Wednesdays for what we witnessed tonight. Glad I get to listen to a JD rant before I pass out. Have yourself a good night, man. I appreciate you, Jordan. Thank you always, man. You guys are killing it tonight. I love it, each and every one of you guys. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. AJ showed up at Talking Shop. Uh-oh. You may get a slap on the wrist for that one. Robert Chester with a $5 super chat. JD, I don't think I'll ever get over it. Why would they disrespect Bianca like that? Oh, that's right, because she's not blonde, and even worse, she's from NXT. I don't know what the reason is, man. Hopefully we have a good explanation on it. If I hear anything, obviously I'm going to be making some extras about this shit, man. This is ridiculous. Metalhead for Life with a $4.99 super chat. You're greatest of them all. OTS for life. Thank you, brother. Edgar Estrada with a $20 super chat. Hey, JD, appreciate truth time with JD. They screwed Bianca and Lashley, almost getting injured against a man That always sucked is bullshit. Brock as a face. Haha, what a joke. Shout out to Big Hodge and the OTS fam. Love ya. Goon JD. Thank you. Edgar Estrada with a 20 bomb in the chat tonight, man. Francisco Coronado with a $5 super chat. The videos of Punk's return on AEW's YouTube channels have a combined viewership of 6.8 million between both. Needle mover is Punk. He is AEW's main event. Bro, listen. CM Punk was always a draw, man. They just love to live in denial. They love to live in denial, man. Honestly. If Friday showed you anything and the aftermath showed you anything, man, it's that the winds of change are happening and they are being felt by everyone everywhere. People who did not watch wrestling for years are now watching AEW. Tony Khan is a brilliant fucking man, bro. He waited, he got his man, and now things are about to pick up, just like this guitar solo. Love it, man. You know, that was my brother's band Legionary, by the way. Not new music, that's old music. That was my brother's band Legionary. Come on, man. You think the fucking JD family is a bunch of untalented fucking geeks, man? Give me a break. I got the voice of a fucking community, and my brother's got the fucking feet behind the drum kit that make your fucking skin crawl, man. Oh. Love it. Edgar, thank you so much, buddy. Francisco Coronado, I appreciate the $5, bro. Mr. Cake with a $10 super chat. What can I say except Vinny-isms, bro? Sasha got proven right tonight. Bianca is nothing without her. Now the rebound begins, and Bianca, during a rebound, is a scary bitch. Mr. Cake, it doesn't make sense. It sounds like you're trying to make sense of what happened here, man. Don't. La Sombra with a $20 Mexican pesos. Roman vs. Cena was mediocre at best, to be honest. Now, I want to know, is this the real La Sombra? Are we looking at Andrade El Idolo as a fan of Off the Script, man? I would love to know. PK Cell with a $5 super chat. What's good, JD? Been watching you every now and then since the Sasha Banks video you did back in 2019. Keep doing you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Had some people in WWE hit me up on that video, man. They loved it. Awesome stuff. Akachi Ra with a $2 super chat. Becky became heel in 60 seconds. Destroyed Bel-Air. Bro, you ain't kidding, man. You are not kidding, brother. Shane26 with a Australia, mate. $7.99 super chat. Hey, JD, much love from Australia. Found your channel a few months ago, and it was the best thing I've done all year. Keep up the great content. Shane, thank you so much, buddy. Glad to have you in the venue, man. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Crowd loved Bobby killing Goldberg and Sunberg. LOL. Of course they did, because fuck Bill Goldberg. My Wilson with a $19.99 super chat. I'm glad CM Punk signed with AEW because, my God, WWE would have done the same thing that they were doing with him, maybe even worse. Plus, the CM Punk return took me out of SummerSlam. See you Wednesday, JD. Love the review, man. I appreciate you, Wilson. Thank you, brother. J. Ray with a $10 super chat. SummerSlam was truly a summer scam. All WWE has is its history, always selling the past and never focused on the future. You fucking nailed it right on the head, man. After the events of this past week, AEW is the number one promotion overall in my book. I think they're the number one promotion in everybody's book after tonight. Honestly. It's ridiculous. Justin Strickland with a $9.99 super chat. I only enjoyed the Edge versus Rollins match, Cena and Reigns, and Sheamus versus Priest. Everything else on the show was garbage. I knew SummerSlam was going to be a letdown after CM Punk showed up on AEW. They did suck the wind out of SummerSlam's sails. Absolutely. Whether it was done intentionally or not, I mean, I think anybody could have seen that coming. Man of 1,005 holds with a $5 super chat. I woke up to your review and heard Bianca lost in 6 seconds, and I was like, am I still dreaming? This really was a scam. Rest in peace to the remains of Bianca Belair. What an awful fucking creative decision, bro. Indigo with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, much respect. AEW is on their ass. Professional wrestling is greater than sports entertainment. SummerScam was a disappointment. Another awesome live stream. Thank you, as always, Indigo. Appreciate you, bro. Ricardo Linnell with a $10 super chat. I was disgusted by how WWE buried Bianca. Bianca even looked pissed. You can't tell me that she was okay with the booking. The look on her face said it all. Keep speaking the truth, JD. We support you. She did look pissed, bro. I know she was pissed. And Becky couldn't give a single fuck. Becky could not give a single shit about Bianca Belair, man. Sam Herr with a $19.99 super chat. Best SummerSlam in years. Not the best, but much better than the previous years. Bel-Air got sent to catering. Thanks, JD, for always putting out the best and honest content. Bro, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or what. Best SummerSlam in years? What did you watch tonight, bro? What was so great about it? Becky Lynch came back and burying the future in 6 seconds. Brock Lesnar coming back, bouncing around, and setting up a match that really nobody's interested in. Or him winning the World Championship. And out of 10 matches, 3 of them were okay. 3 out of 10 is not a thumbs-up show, bro. I don't know what you're watching. Bradley Xavier with a $5 Australian, mate. Don't know where the Mysterios go from here, but they should reform the LWO with Santos Escobar and his goons managed by Zelina Vega. It's too complicated for what WWE created, bro. They don't know what to do with any of the talent they have. Nathan with a $10 super chat. Yo, JD, completely agree with the review. Pre-show put me to sleep. Woke up to see Becky bury Bel-Air. Vince definitely begged for Brock to come back. Keep up the good work, my man. Number 1 podcast in the IWC. Thank you, Nathan. Glad you loved the post-show, brother. I'm getting a Castlevania / Dexter Lumis vibe from this track, man. This one's called Black Tar by Carl Casey. Cell Dweller, fangirl with a $7.99 Australian, mate. What Becky did is why I'll never like her or Charlotte. Sasha and Bayley care about women's wrestling. They wouldn't pull the stuff Becky did tonight. I would have to agree with you, fangirl. Osama Bin Laden with a $2 super chat. Good stuff. I'm still alive. Don't tell anybody. No worries, bro. Your secret's safe with me. Your secret is safe with me, man. Miracle Mike Gamer with a $4.99 super chat. My ideal ending for Roman's betrayal of the family by Baron Corbin making full. My ideal ending for Roman's betrayed by the family. Baron Corbin making full. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Baron Corbin is going to join the bloodline? Bro, Castlevania, by the way, I see people mentioning Castlevania in the chat. Castlevania is one of my favorite franchises ever. My favorite Castlevania is Lords of Shadow. Castlevania Lords of Shadow, man. One of the greatest games ever made. Such a great fucking game. DKenzie 002 with a $5 super chat. Who would you build to eventually build to take on Reigns? Nobody. Nobody's beating Reigns. We should move on from beating Reigns. Reigns is not losing the Universal Championship. Brandon Johnson with a $4.99 super chat. Tony Khan is quote-unquote shaking in his boots after tonight. Haha. Sure he is. Tony Khan is sleeping like a fucking baby tonight, man. All love here with a $5 super chat. It's funny you're not bashing AEW for having the slow show do a match. Please do that funny gimmick again. All love here. You must have missed our review on Wednesday night, brother. You see, this is what I don't appreciate. You guys don't listen to the fucking content. You listen to what you want to hear. You listen and spot listen, and then you form your own narrative. Oh, JD didn't say it. JD didn't complain about it. Yes, I did. Jesse and I absolutely complained about it. Where the fuck were you on Wednesday night? I don't appreciate that. I absolutely said shit about that. The NYC Demon Diva Issa coming to us from Vegas with a $1.99 super chat. She simply says, Vegas. I mean, Issa was happier than a fucking flying shit tonight, man. Beastie came back. Roman Reigns is still the tribal chief. Damian Priest won the United States title. I mean, who's better than Issa right now? Who is better than Issa right now, man? Nobody. I didn't even know you were out there. I was like, oh shit. Good on you, man. Good on you. Yeah, all up here. Start listening to the fucking shows, man. Cal L with a $10 super chat. Dude, I just tried to watch SummerSlam and chose to watch OTS. I just can't do WWE. Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss was awful. I enjoyed watching Punk not wrestle, then watch SummerScam. You know, Issa, listen, I'd love to be free as a fucking bird, drunk right now. It's 12 midnight in Las Vegas, man. It's 3 a.m. here on the East Coast in Queens. I'm fucking dead tired, man. I'd love to be out there drinking. I really would. But it's so hard juggling doing a podcast like this and then trying to drink after a show like SummerSlam, man. It's like, fuck, I don't want to miss out on 5,000 people, you know? So it's like I always opt to just go back to the hotel room and just live stream. Where my heart is really here, I also want to be there, you know? I want to be out drinking and partying after the shows are over. I got to figure something out for All Out. I don't know what I'm doing. I may do the review the next day. Yeah, Cal L, I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you, man. WWE sucks. Eva Marie and Alexa Bliss was one of the worst women's matches of the fucking era. Completely. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. What's up, JD? What song by Drowning Pool was playing in the venue tonight, bro? No Drowning Pool was playing in the venue, bro. I don't know what you were listening to. Easter says at All Out, we're going to have a beer or five with another $4.99 super chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Death Sentence comes on again, man, on shuffle. Jesse says, I just hired Issa and you gave her a fucking vacation already. Yeah, man. She does more work than you. And she met Damian Priest this weekend, man. So it was a successful venture out to Vegas. Haley Lucas with a $5 super chat. Still shook from CM Punk last night. Screw SummerScam. I'm still fucking feeling the effects of CM Punk. I'm fucking exhausted. Cell Dweller Fangirl with a Australian mate, $2.99 super chat. They'll bury Io if she goes to the main roster. Bro, Io is holding women's tag team championships that are fucking worthless at this point right now. Wyatt's Metal Life. I see you in the chat, bro. Liking the background music, man. You know it, brother. Jesse, you know what's bullshit? Your fucking attitude, man. Get the fuck out of here, okay? What happened to call? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. What are you doing up? Uh-oh, Coggies. I see. Damian Priest got lucky tonight, huh? Come on, man. Don't be disrespecting Issa like that, bro. Come on. I agree with you, Haley. Everybody's still shook from CM Punk. Mr. Cake with a $10 super chat. JD, I hope you caught this line by McAfee during the main event. The number 2 does not matter in sports entertainment. Keep talking while AEW is doing quality control. They're going to have, they're going to lap ahead soon. He said that the number 2 does not matter in sports entertainment. Well, the number 2 is not sports entertainment. And right now, they're number 1. Right now, they're number 1. So I don't know what this number 2 talk is. Big Wink with a $5 super chat. Just wanted to say your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Love you, goon. Bro, you singing fucking Golden Girls to me now? Come on, bro. Thank you, Big Wink. JD23 with a $4.99 super chat. They could have at least had Becky just show up to challenge Bianca at a later date instead of just completely burying her in 6 seconds tonight. Every time I hear it, man, I get fucking pissed off. It is such a terrible fucking decision tonight, man. What a garbage moment it was. Anthony Nelson with a 206 super chat. Cabron crew in the venue. Round of ice cold Guinness. You're going to need more than 206 in super chat for a round of Guinness, brother. I appreciate you. Furious Nation with $5 super chat. It amazes me that Edge is nearly 50, but he's moving in the ring like he's younger. Also, could Lesnar be back to SmackDown to wrestle Roman be a Fox thing, in your opinion? Absolutely. Absolutely could be a Fox thing. Haley Lucas with a $2 super chat. CM Punk wins. Fatality. Ethan Honeycutt with a $5 super chat. Goldberg and Sundberg versus Lashley and MVP at WrestleMania. Kill me now. Sports Talk with Marcel, $4.99. JD, I honestly fell asleep during the first 30 minutes of this trash of a show. Nothing they did surprised me. Hashtag SummerScam. I wanted to, Marcel, I did, but I realized I had work to do tonight, and I could not. Big Wink with a $5 super chat. JD, was just curious how many bathroom breaks and kitty litter changes you made tonight. Over, under 8. Under. I did have several bathroom breaks because I had a couple of cold beverages and a couple of rounds of coffee. I don't drink alcohol during these shows, man. I'd be out cold. I'm an old man, as you can tell by the gray in my fucking goatee. Ricardo Linnell with a $5 super chat. SummerScam was a colossal failure. How can Vince think that tonight's show was an acceptable follow-up to Rampage last night? He is a sad, broken man. I don't know, man. Vince is fucking mental if he thought tonight was a fucking success. DeCanenzi. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing your name right, bro. How would you book Reigns until the Rumble? Win. Win. Simple. JD, can we get a shirtless stream soon? Absolutely not. Nobody wants to see me with my shirt off. Justin Striplin with a $9.99 super chat. I know we have TakeOver on Sunday, but the work you've been putting in with barely any rest shows why you'll always be the best. Thank you for entertaining us. You're the man. Bro, listen, I don't even know if I'm going to get to sleep tonight, man. It's already 3:30 in the morning. Mr. Cake with a $2 super chat. Cena would have won if he used the lightning fist. He may very well have. Like J.U. Rock with a $4.99 super chat says, big fan. Happy to have you here, brother. Welcome to the venue. Darius Moore with a $10 super chat. Keep it up, JD. My SummerScam has been shipped. I'm assuming you're talking about the t-shirt. SummerScam was not a great show. I really felt scammed. Yes, everybody was scammed tonight. Everybody was scammed tonight, man. Coggies with a $5 super chat. Hey, JD, I'm stoked. I caught the tail end of your show. Best in the freaking world. Hope you have a great rest after a long week. Mr. No Days Off. Tunes Shred. Yo, Shinbu, I'm gonna have to kick you out of here, bro, if you keep talking like that, man. Honestly. Alexis Vidalis, $2 super chat. Tired of all these WWE marks capping much. Tired of all these WWE marks capping. Much love, JD. Thank you, Alexis. I can't even read anymore, man. I'm fucking going blind. Suffocation and Dom Toretto become new members of the venue. Thank you, guys. What are you drinking? Everek with a $4.99 super chat. I'll be moving. Where did Everett go? I'll be moving out to Maine in like 2 years. Hope one day I can catch a beer with you, brother. Would be an honor. Have a good rest of your night. I don't know if I'll be up towards Maine, man. I never been to Maine. My brother was just in Maine a couple of weeks ago. But I'll take the beers, man. I'll take a rain check. Brandon XRLS with a $4.99 super chat. They flat Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar return. Nothing compared to CM Punk return at all. Not even a little bite. SummerSlam was trash. It was a damn shame. AEW. Bulu Fata'alu with a $5 super chat. What's up, dude? Who, in your opinion, is the ugliest wrestler ever? Bastion Booger. Or George the Animal Steel? Ricardo Linnell with a $5 super chat. November 1, 2019, SmackDown did $2.5 million, yet Vince still refuses to build new stars. I wonder what thoughts run through Triple H's mind. Love to the OTS fam. The best SmackDown of 2019. It was all Triple H's, guys. It was nothing to do with Vince McMahon. That's why he hated it. Francisco Coronado with a $5 super chat. I think the person saying best SummerSlam in a while was rewatching 1992 SummerSlam. Bulldog versus Bret Hart and Savage versus Warrior. My God, what has happened? No idea, man. My favorite SummerSlam is Heart and Soul, 1997, and the 2002 SummerSlam. Those are my two favorite SummerSlams. Brandon Johnson with a $4.99 super chat. I think you might have missed my sarcasm and my Tony Khan shaking in his boot statement. Still love you, JD. No, I got it. I knew you were being sarcastic, bro. Saints 2025 with a $1.99 super chat. I'm so happy I napped through this whole show. I wish I could do the same. Ernie Vasquez with a $4.99 super chat. Vince killed SummerSlam and about to do the same with TakeOver. Not even Becky Lesnar can save WWE. I'll take OTS over WWE anytime. Fuck Bill Goldberg. Cheers, JD. Thank you, Ernie. I'll be back tomorrow for TakeOver. Or tonight, rather. For TakeOver. Willie Martin with a $5 super chat. I can't believe that doll Lily was in the ring longer than Bianca tonight. What a disaster, man. What a goddamn fucking disaster, bro. And Big Wink with a $5 super chat, man. Big Wink, I appreciate you, man, with all the super chats tonight. 3 things that are can't miss. Watches for me. Dynamite, Rampage, and reviews. Thank you for keeping it honest and real. Big Wink, thank you so much, man. Dynamite is must-see television. Dynamite has become appointment television. Rampage has become appointment television after 2 weeks. Off the Script is appointment viewing every single day. Guys, I've been here for 3 hours, man. I gave you 3 hours of a live stream earlier. I watched 4 hours of SummerSlam, and I did another 3-hour live stream today, man. To say that I'm exhausted is a fucking understatement. And I still have to upload to iTunes after this. Last night we went 4 hours, almost 4 hours, for fucking CM Punk. And that was 4 hours of wrestling last night, man. Whoever tells you YouTube is not a job, slapped him in the fucking face for me, man. Furious Nation with a $5 super chat. What are your favorite matches from SummerSlam 2003? I don't know. I have to go back and look at what's on the show, bro. I'm so fucking tired, I don't even remember what happened on SummerSlam 2003. Oh. I gotta get to sleep, guys. Listen, I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for all the super chats. Everybody that donated tonight, man, you're automatically... I'm going to take every one of your fucking names, and we're going to do a raffle tomorrow at the TakeOver post-show at the top. Somebody's winning this Tipple mug, man. I appreciate you guys very much. I got Issa texting me, get some rest. I probably look like a fucking disaster, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Bro, we did 5,700 last night. We did... fucking 2,000 this afternoon, 5,000 tonight. Everrec, 199 super chat. Have a good night, JD. Keep at it. Listen, guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys very much, man. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Edgar Estrada, you fucking guys are not going to let me sleep. $20 super chat. Thanks for being the fucking best. Night, bro. Edgar, I love you, buddy. Go check out all the other videos that you might have missed on the channel. Especially today's Off the Script, episode 387, man. And last night's epic Rampage coverage. I'll be back tomorrow night for TakeOver 36, guys. Joe Cross, Cole O'Reilly. Should be awesome. I'm getting out of here, man. I need two things from you guys right now, man. Number one, I need those guitar emojis in the chat. Number two, that guitar solo's coming on. I need that music on max, man. I'm getting in the Mustang. I'm fucking speeding up the highway. I'm jumping it to bed. I'll be refreshed tomorrow. We'll be back at it in the venue. TakeOver 36. Love you. Thank you guys for an unbelievable weekend. And I'll see you back tomorrow night for NXT on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.
Mm-hmm.